that's scary. Yo, 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 yeah, that's scary. Yo, 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 yeah, that's scary. Yo, 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 yeah, that's scary.
Top 5 dead alive, only came to terrify. Every topic scary, we can lead the bravest paralyzed. Hope you're not at home alone, better keep the lights on. But if you love adrenaline, then welcome to the fright zone. Willie is the leader, the visionary dreamer. Gerard got the joke, scaredy cat the screamer. You gon' get this work, if you scared, go to church. This podcast is scariest, you heard it here first.
And he said that to me because I was like, I'm just excited that YupThatsScary is here. You know, I want to see the character again. But when because he's a huge lover of YupThatsScary.
Yo, 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 yeah, that's scary. Yo, 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 yeah, that's scary. Yo, 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 yeah, that's scary. Yo, 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 yeah, that's scary.
What's good, everybody? Hello, good morning, and good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to YupThatsScary, your new Halloween horror and haunted house podcast. What other cool way to celebrate the Halloween season is decorations. Decorating your home for festively for 30 days. From Kiddy to scary, maybe even epic. Let's explore trending Halloween homes displays. So give me that scary with my co-hosts, Scaredy Cat and Brent Sagers. What's going on?
Yo, what's up?
How are you?
Hey,
What's going on?
It's going. Come on in and trick or treat.
Good,
Oh my gosh. Now I just want to say this. Now Gerard is not here for this show today. So Brent, you'll be stepping in on Gerard's stuff and live broadcasting with me. We're going to just tag team this thing, and Gerard is out on leave of absence, so he's enjoying his Halloween season. And I know, look, do you guys like our Halloween studio right now? I don't know if they can see it. Let me see if I can move you guys around. Nope, I can't move you guys around. No. But it's really cool. Concept came from Brent, and WM Digital Marketing did it. So thank you guys for doing that. So I don't know if you can see this Scaredy Cat, but you have a tombstone behind you with your name on it.
I see that.
I have mine. Gerard.
I see Willie and Gerard.
Right. So so like Brent came up with a great idea, and we're like, all right, let's run with it. So that was really cool. So thank you for that. But yes, well, I know that now, because it's the Halloween season, this is everything that we love to do. It is our season, and it's so funny because it's our inaugural season with YupThatsScary. We have Halloween, and I am so excited. So I just want to say, from the bottom of our hearts here from YupThatsScary, we love to say, Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!
Let's do it.
yeah, let's do it.
So I have a question for you guys.
Question.
What will you be for Halloween? Are y'all dressing up?
I'm not dressing up.
You're not dressing up?
I have enough costumes to buy. Fuck that.
Look, I know that's right. But I think we should dress up for the show next week. It's in the script. We are. It's in the script, you guys. We gotta dress up. So what would you be?
Will, I'm gonna kill you. I don't know yet. Maybe it'll be a surprise. Now I know that I have to do it.
I love surprises.
Yeah.
What about you, Britt?
He'll be Jeepers.
I think I'm gonna be.
Yeah, right.
I think I'm gonna be Big Bird for Halloween.
Oh, you got the height. You sure do got the height,
How tall
big
are
bird.
you? How
Shoot.
tall are you, Brent?
Or you could be the Jeffrey
7.
from you could be Jeffrey
You're
from
what?
Toys R Us.
I'm 6'7".
You're lying. You're 6'7"?
Let me tell you.
Not really.
Let me tell you, Scaredy Cat. When
Shut the
I
fuck
had
up.
him, when we worked, he was like 6'4", and then when he jumped up while we were working, we were like cutting trees and working into the sea, and he like grew. And when I brought him back home, his family's like, "Whoa, you got bigger!" Then when he came out to do the haunt review, he shut up even more, and I'm like, "Who is this?" So it was weird doing camera
Wait,
angles.
is he
You
gonna
couldn't see me.
stop growing?
The camera was like this. I like tilted down. Thank you. I haven't grown, but you did. So work with me here.
It don't work.
Yeah. So
Holy shit, you're tall.
yeah. So I'm thinking he could be like Jeffrey from Toys R Us.
Ew.
Is he
Yeah.
like one of the biggest? But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna be. I'm thinking about doing this like scarecrow type of deal. I don't know. It'll be a surprise. We'll see. I don't know if I should like even have my face covered. Like I'm trying here, but it's gonna be very country since I don't know. We'll see. But we're dressing up,
I mean,
and
I could be on too.
and I want our guests to kind of vote and tell us like who's the best costume. So yeah, we're gonna dress up. So next Sunday. But anyways, I'm just so excited
That
to
sucks.
see you guys.
You guys have been scare actors, and I've never done that. I'm just a management. I hate you all.
Well, I'm just like I got stuff, and and we can't use. Well, I'm trying not to use any clowns for the next guest that we're gonna have. I'm not gonna name any names, but they're clowns, or they created some clowns. So I don't want to use that. So I'm like, oh, what should I use? Or should I just go to spirits and just grab something? I don't know, but then like my family's like, oh well, what are we doing for Halloween? Because I'm here for Halloween for like the first time, and they're like, yo, normally you're gone, but since you're here and you're doing Yep That's Scary, we should do something. So I have to have a costume anyway. So we'll see.
Right.
Are y'all doing? What are you doing for Halloween? Are you trick or treating or you taking the kids out, Kat? You're not doing nothing. She's like, no, it's my day off.
It's my day.
Halloween's on a
Nice.
Monday.
Well, we are doing a haunted
Well,
hayride
yeah, but-
out in the field, the
Oh.
property we have.
You're doing a haunted hayride on the property that you have? What? Oh my
Wait,
God.
at your brother's house?
Well, my brother's house, we have a big land across the street that we own, and we could do like a little hayride for the kids and stuff, a bonfire. Just hang
That
out.
is so
Oh,
dope.
that's so cool.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Now I gotta step it up since you're gonna do that. I was gonna just decorate my porch and then like do my little scary because like if you're gonna get some candy, you're gonna get scared at my house.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna give you some candy and I'm gonna pay for this candy, I'm gonna get a
You
laugh.
just sit on the porch as Crow.
Huh? What'd you say? What did you say?
should sit on the porch as Crow.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about doing crow and like taking these like beams of like scarecrow beams, and, like have them all over, and then some dead scarecrows and some hay everywhere, and make it very gruesome. And then they have to take some candy from the one crow that's still alive, but we don't know if he's like there. I don't know. Mannequin scare. All right. Good morning, everybody. So.
Good money.
We have a lot for you guys today. We have a creepy creative that's coming out from Ohio that we can't wait to share and talk about. I am so excited to have him on the show. We also have let's see here. We have some epic. I will say he's one of the best like top epic person. Epic home display that's coming in, and I'm like so excited to have him on. And he's so busy and he's so popular during this time of year and Christmas. And yeah, so we're gonna be talking about some Halloween decorations. Did you guys look at some Halloween decorations?
Yes. Love it.
And does it get you pumping excited? It gets me so pumping excited to see that.
It does me too. I wish it was year round.
Right.
To see people go all out for Halloween is so great.
Well, I mean, I remember when I started to do it, and I was like, I got to do something. And my mom was like, you're not going to put that up on my porch. We are Christians. and we
Oh.
don't celebrate the devil. And I'm like, what? I don't celebrate the devil, Mama. I just like this. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, Mama. So then I got wise, and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go to my friends that do put up Halloween. So I had a pitch and everything. I'm like, look, this is what I'm gonna do at your house, and you're gonna let me do it. And if your light bill or any bills go up, sorry. And they were like, okay, Will, because they love me so much. And I did it. And it literally turned so many heads right when it goes up and people start seeing it and they're like, whoa, that's something there. Or, it gets a lot of attention. And I love it because I think every year there's someone always trying to take or is trending the internet because of their awesome displays. And that's what our show is going to be about today. So, but I'm going to move on and we're going to start. We're going to hit it off with Kat. Take it away with horror news in a minute.
All right, guys. So Tubi TV will be debuting a remake of Terror Train. The original was a 1980 slasher film starring Jamie Lee Curtis. Haunted by a nasty initiation prank gone terribly wrong, Alana and a group of college seniors fight for survival as an unknown killer seeks revenge during Halloween-themed pre-graduation bash aboard a party train. Concealed by the costumes and plagued with chaos, everyone is a suspect as attendees are killed off one by one. I can't wait to see that. Amityville Horror for sale in Toms River, a piece of Hollywood at the Jersey Shore, is on the market. The home was used to film Amityville Horror is for sale now. It's about $1.7 million. Would you buy that? No, I wouldn't. Okay, House of a Thousand Corpses. Trick or Treat Studios releasing a line of action figures. Each individual figure goes for the price about $20, and the collector's case goes for about $30. The new figures in the case are estimated to start shipping out February 20th, 2023. So fans can be receiving these in time for the film's 20th anniversary. That's all we have for now. Horror news in a minute.
I just want to say I really want to get some of those toys. Like I,
Right?
I want to start a collection. I mean, look, I have some
Yeah, that'd be
things
nice.
here there, but it'd be nice if I could have a nice collection. And Trick or Treat Studios is really cool, and they're killing it right now. And we have our creepy creative has a great relationship with Trick or Treat Studios, so it's gonna be so amazing to talk to him.
Nice.
And I'm excited. I'm excited for this one. All right, let's take it away, Brent.
All right, let's do it. A haunt tour featuring a close look behind the scene and walkthroughs of some of the world's most anticipated haunts with movie quality sets, hair-raising technology, and superb scare actors. All elements acclimating the best scare factor. The all-new tour is premiering in the state of Michigan, starring 12 large haunts in 3 days. Brought to you by HauntCon, Fear Expo, Michigan's Haunters Association. And the featured haunts are The Haunt, Nightmare Round, Jackson's Underworld, Awaken Haunted Attraction, Hush Haunted Attraction, Eloise Asylum, Fright Village, Erebus Haunted Attraction, Erza Haunted Attraction, Rotten Manor, Exit 13 Haunted House, Factory of the Dead Haunted House.
Oh, that's so awesome. That's so great. So here, let me switch it over. Woo! There we go. I cannot wait to go to Ultimate Haunt Tour. That's happening like soon. And I realized I didn't get my tickets. And we were supposed to get all of our tickets. And it's like the time has gone so fast. It's not even
Yeah.
funny. Like, what is
Yeah.
going on? Like, I'm like, slow down. Lord Jesus, slow down the time because I can't keep up. And it's so much
Yeah.
work. There's so much stuff going on. Are you guys going to any Halloween parties no, I heard from you. You said no. And you're doing a hayride. But do you guys do Halloween parties?
Mm-mm.
No? Nothing?
No. Hell no.
Not really.
Why? Why don't you guys do anything?
Because someone's dumbass is going to dress up like Michael Myers and come to my house. I'm going to have to kick him out. Not doing it.
That's true. Well, I mean, you know what? I keep asking you guys that because I think because we took a leave of absence this year off that we would do something, but like normally we can't do it because we're during haunt. I mean, we're
Yeah, we're always
literally
busy.
physically like haunt is our life, and it's
Time of
weird.
year.
Yeah, but have you guys noticed that it's like different now? It's
It is
like you like
completely
even though
different.
time is moving fast, it's like oh I have time to do do it, and I think it's different because Halloween ends on a Monday.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that, I'm just off period from it because it ends on a Monday,
Yeah,
and it normally,
exactly.
and we're normally busy. And now it's like, whoa, what are we doing? I'm just twiddling my thumbs watching Judge Judy. There got to be a better way here. But I know next year it's gonna be a little bit crazier, and I'm like kind of nervous for it because we
I'm
got so
excited.
much on our plate. Like Cat, we got so much on our
I
plate.
know. I'm so
Like I
excited.
don't like I was telling Brent. Brent was like, you may need to get another company to take this over because we need the help.
Right?
Yeah. What did you say, Brent?
I
You
said
said
it
something there?
right. So much
Oh,
to do.
okay. But yeah, so I'm excited, and let me just say this, because we're waiting for our guests to come in, and I'm so excited to get them in here. Everyone has the link, so Lord have mercy. Come on
Me
in.
too.
We're going up. But anyways, I just want to say this. Like, I'm really thrilled. I'm really thrilled to have Halloween and to spend it with my family too this year, because I rarely do. I'm always gone, and so I'm looking forward to it. And so that's why I keep asking you guys, what are you guys doing? Because we're gonna do something, and I may film it and have it for the next show to show you guys.
Yeah.
But I'm looking to scare somebody. You know, going doing these haunt reviews, I was itchy. I was itchy. Like, first of all,
Yeah.
seeing these haunt reviews was really cool because you get to go to someone's house, and normally when we're doing our event, we're not able to see. So it was really cool to be able to see these haunt reviews and go to their show. And so I just want
Right.
to say this: I know you got you got your video is literally ready to come out, so the world can see you scream and do all that stuff. And we put out Brent and I put out ours already, and so it's already gotten so many views. People are already starting to like, whoa, and
Yeah.
enjoy what we have to say. And one of the things I wanted to say this is we want to be fair and be objective and really come from an objective mindset where we're like, look, we're coming in having fun. We don't want to tear anyone down. That's not
No,
our job.
not at all.
But also we're looking at it at an overall scope of these haunts with these other haunts. And if majority caliber is high, we have to vote on that. We have to vote on that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, we try to make sure we keep everyone in the same category, but you know, but I going to these haunted attractions, I had to tell myself, Will, this is not your attraction, and just have fun with them, have fun in the world that they presented, in the world that they're presenting to you, that you are invited to. And I did, and I learned so much from it because I'm like, oh, okay, I like that. I like how they did that, or I like how they
Right.
greeted me. You know what I mean? Have you guys
Right.
like was that? Did you guys take a step back and look at that from a different perspective, visiting these haunted attractions?
Yes. Definitely.
Well,
Well, you
was
know
it?
me, I get scared anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yes, it's completely different from going to enjoy rather, you know what I mean? Like, of course
Right,
I enjoyed it, but it's from a different perspective. Yes, definitely.
right. And so I literally had to take a step back and be like, oh my gosh, this is really cool. Have fun with them, and then not to okay, y'all know me. I'm literally like, oh, hold up. Um, I said, hold up. Um, I wouldn't do that like that, or I wouldn't
And
like.
that's so difficult.
Why would that scary actor do that to me or say that to me? Like,
Right.
why would they walk up to me like, I cannot talk to you or entertain you because my boss?
Yeah, yeah,
What is that?
yeah.
I was
I
like,
remember
first of all,
that.
you're out of character
Hold
to tell
on.
me.
Mm-mm.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I don't like it.
You're already out of character because you didn't say any. Like you had to. You dropped your character to tell me that you cannot entertain or say what I'm asking you to say on camera because your boss didn't tell you that. And I was like,
But you're breaking character and just
but
came up to
right.
us and said, "Oh, my boss said we can't do that," but you're already talking to us.
I didn't like that as much. I'm like, no, you don't say that. You entertain. If your boss is telling you that, boss, hot owners, we are there to be entertained, not for rules. Our rules is the attraction rules. Don't touch
Yes.
the monster, don't touch the props. That's our rules. But tell them to entertain us. We're there to be entertained and to be scared. For you to be like, no, I cannot say that because my boss told me not to say that. And it was like, Britt, you could co-sign with me. It was more than one monster. And then you got some monsters that just like said, we don't care.
Yeah.
We're going to entertain you. And I'm like, thank you. It was.
For instance, this clown.
I'll say it. Yeah, go ahead, Britt.
I went up to this clown. I think you was with me. You was near me or something. I said, "Hey, say, yep, that's scary." I had the camera on him and everything. He said,
"Uh-oh."
No, I said we can't say anything like that. I said, "Well, break character, but you just broke character." You know?
Yeah. And so that was kind of a little hard to swallow, a pill to swallow. And then you had some characters that were like, yeah, we're going to say it because we don't care, or we're going to still act. And if they didn't want to say, and I get it. Look, some scary actors, they don't. Look, I get it. I'm a scary actor too, and hot owner. There's sometimes when people want to take pictures and you're just tired, and you're tired of people pulling it at you each and every way. And I'm like, no, I ain't taking no more pictures today. That's my right to say that. You get mad at me, and I don't care.
Yeah.
I understand what
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Right, but I will stay in character. I would never ever break it. Right. Then you have the ones that just they entertain and they're in it for the game. But then if again, you guys, I get it. I get that you're tired and you got to pull, but also this is your job to do it.
Right.
Entertain. Keep doing it. And let me tell you, I secretly entered into a haunt, and I guest scared act. The manager knew I was there, but I told him not to tell the haunt owner because I knew the haunt owner. And the amount of numbers of people that they did that night was so huge. I told you guys this story. My toenails popped off. Right?
What?
Yeah. I came home, sat down, and my socks was bloody. I'm like, what the heck happened? Took off my socks, and my top toenails was like, bleed, like looking at me. Looking at me like this.
Why though? Why?
At me. My toenails was looking at me. Like this. And I was like, who down there you looking at? Who you down there looking at? You looking at me? I was so mad. I literally just went like this and touched it.
No. Can we not talk about that? That grosses me out.
I'm sorry. I have to, you guys. And so I did it again. It popped off.
What were you doing that happened?
Okay, so I was stomping. So I was scary, and we did this one like ground stomp. I did one ground stomp, and it was huge, and it rattles this cage or this like bridge that I was on, and it was very, very effective getting the scare because the music in there was so loud, and I was like, and my voice is not doing it. I got no props. I'm like, but I'm killing it, right? I'm killing it,
right?
So I looked at my left toe, and then I touched that, and it just came off. And I started getting scared. I was like, I started getting scared. So then I start touching my toes, and they just start popping off like little chiclets.
Really, you're grossing me out.
I'm guessing they grew back, didn't they?
Heck yeah, they grew up. Well, you saw when I walked around the house, or I was at
Ew!
the silver.
Stop! I would
They
have
grew
said, put your
back.
socks on.
They grew back, and sometimes, and when one was growing back, it was growing up back like an L shape. I was like, oh, I was like, you saluted me? Like, what's going on? So I had to tape it down so that it could grow in flat. Anyways, I'm done for today. But anyways, we got our creepy creative here today, and we're so
Crazy.
excited to have him. What? What did I say? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm so excited to be able to have a creepy creative in this episode. So let's kick it off with creepy creative. Yo, before I bring him in, I wanted to uh B. I found it. Okay, it was in the wrong clip. Before I bring him on, I want to. There we go. There we go. You got this, B. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna go ahead and play this video, and I'm gonna read about him.
Go ahead. Are you there? Go ahead.
Darren Wilguys is a versatile horror artist. He's been making masks, costumes, props, as well as painting and drawing since he was a very young. He attended and graduated from 2 makeup schools in Hollywood, California.
Wow.
Darren has provided makeups and costumes for numerous short films and low-budget horror flicks. Darren is always working hard, making your nightmares come to life. Whether it's masks, costumes, drawings, or paintings, he'll conjure up creations that truly are nightmarish. Darren opened Ghoulish Creations LLC in 2006. Over the years, he has been adding numerous Halloween masks, costumes, props, and other items to bring his web store to life. So a vendor for companies, so he can also offer other high-quality products aside from his own. He explains that he is truly grateful to have the opportunity to offer you all such great products. And like you all, he is a huge horror fanatic. Darren says he wants to give all the horror fans a one-stop shop for all their collection needs. He adores the horror community and loves any chance he gets to help out a fellow horror fan. Darren resides underneath your bed, Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh my gosh, Cleveland, all the way from Cleveland, Ohio. Here is Darren. Oh my God. Pick a tree. What's going on?
How's it going? Can you hear me all right? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
How are you,
okay.
sir?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Let me just say, I'm going to start off with saying that I have followed you for a very long time, and I love everything you put out. Even the videos of you and your, is it fiance?
She's my girlfriend. We were gonna get married, but yeah.
You guys are, well, first of all, in due time, and secondly, you guys are so creative, and I just want to say your love of horror is infectious, and it excites me when I see anything and everything that you put out. And I wish I had a clip of you guys doing your makeup, but even from like Kat, the makeup, you sit here and do these makeup tutorials or whatnot, and they're so creative, and I enjoy every aspect of everything that you've done, and I'm so excited to have you on the show. So thank you so much for coming out.
Oh
We
yeah,
really
thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's good to because we're both creative and we just thrive off each other's creativity. So it's really awesome that she shares that same passion that I do.
Oh yeah, and don't you realize it gets easier when you have someone that you can lean on that has the same passion and that just ignites,
amazing.
and then that you guys can share it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like I was
Yeah.
telling them, it was hard for me being at home when I wanted to do this, and my parents like, "No, you ain't. You putting up some bloody bodies? No, not today." And I'm like, "No, I want to do this. This is a spider. No, we kill spiders here, right?" So it's so good. It's so good just to have a partner that's like, I got you, I feel you, I know you, you know what I mean, and to have, and you guys are a dynamic duo. So yeah, so let's just jump right in and get started, shall we? So so Ghoulish Creations is your company, right? So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about your background.
So basically, I mean, ever since I was little, I mean, watching horror movies was just my thing. My brother used to scare the shit out of me. He would, he would
Yes.
turn on the Friday the 13th, Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I was absolutely terrified. And I just had like such a thrill watching them. So, my babysitters would, she and my brother would lock me in my room, and I would hear all these noises, and I thought Jason was up there, and I was going crazy. Yeah,
I'm sorry,
so
Gary. I thought you was gonna say something else. They locked you in the room.
I did too.
Basic noises themselves.
Yeah, that's what
yeah,
I
oh yeah,
for a second.
yeah. So
But
you're like,
that's awesome.
yeah, so like that like sparked my love of horror, and then I just have always been interested in trying to make masks and costumes, and I'd always just make my own because I always like they never like looked cool enough, at the back in the old days, like especially like the Michael Myers masks, they didn't look anything like the movie, but now like that Trick or
Right.
Treat's out. It's incredible how realistic they look and close to the movies.
Right.
Right.
So
Have
I
you
would,
seen? Go ahead.
so I would just like kind of make my own stuff, and then I was like, well, I should just do this, like make masks and costumes and everything and sell them. And then, so that's basically how I got started. I just kept doing it, ever since I was young.
And thank
When
you
did
for
you
that.
when did you decide to grace the world with your
Oh, yeah, thank-
creations and started opening up a store?
I think it was around 2006, shortly after I got out of makeup school. I was like, yeah, I gotta do something with this. So
I got a question
I
for you
just,
there.
okay. What's the question?
Sorry, Darren. There's a little bit of lag on his end. We've been
Oh,
having
okay.
some technical difficulties in the morning, so he'll pop in. But go ahead. You started in what 2006?
Oh yeah, 2006. Shortly after I got out of makeup school, I was like, I got to do something with this. So I just basically started. There was a site called Fright Stuff. It was a horror forum, and I started painting Jason hockey masks, and so that's where I got my start. Yeah, and then I started doing the Crimson
Nice.
Ghosts on the Jason masks, and that's been a hot seller. People seem to really like that one a lot. So I do
You've
different
been
color
killing it with these
combinations.
masks. You've been
Thank
killing
you
it
so
with these
much.
masks. I love. First of all, I've never seen anything like it, right? And so you totally
Yeah.
like revives and just refresh Jason in so many ways, and I love it. If you guys do go to the site, please check out and just be all of it.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead,
got
Brett.
it.
What's your question?
Will, you're cutting in and out. Will.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I am going to have a talk with our platform.
I got a question for you, Darren.
Go ahead, Brent.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so once. How did your partnership with Trick or Treat Studios come about?
Randomly, one of the sales associates reached out to me one day, and he was like, "Hey, he's like, you're really good at like marketing your products." He was like, "Do you ever think about wanting to sell trick or treat items on your site?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, absolutely." So then, right from there, he just kicked off, and then I just started carrying all their products and on my site, and I've been trying to add more and more stuff on there as because they're coming out with so much stuff, and I was just like, man, I'm blown away by how much stuff they're creating and putting out, and it's just like they're doing stuff that I just really love, like all these new figures they're coming out with, all the masks, they're just crazy, like how great they are, and I'm really happy to be able to sell their items on my store.
That's awesome.
It's so funny because Kat
Yeah, thank
just in horror news in a minute. Kat just shared with us that they're releasing their House of a Thousand Corpse line.
Figurines.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have the Captain Spaulding one because that
You do?
one. Yeah, I have it in stock right now. Actually, I have I think like 6 left.
What?
But
did you work on that line with them?
Oh no, I didn't. But they all the other ones, they're gonna come with little other pieces, and then you can build Skinny in there. So you have to buy like all the separate figures, and then you can. It's like a build a figure. You know, like
Oh,
some of
okay.
like the yeah, like some of
That's
like the
awesome.
DC and Marvel figures have like the like little pieces of a certain figure, and then once you collect all of them, you can put it all together. It's awesome. So I'm
That's
excited to get the rest of those in. Yeah.
that's
So can
awesome.
I go? Can I
Go
go?
ahead.
That's awesome.
Okay. So I hear that you
Yeah.
have some passion with Michael Myers, and I am
Oh yeah.
deathly afraid of Michael Myers, but I love him. He's my favorite character ever in life. I got scared of him when I was a kid, and then I've been petrified of him ever since, and nothing can ever change the original Michael Myers. And I always used to get upset. I would go into the store, and they never had the good mask. They had like the generic, didn't look like the movie. And part one and part two of Halloween was the masks were so good.
Oh, I
And
know.
I just was looking at your site, and I'm like, wow, those masks look really good. They look so much like the movie, and that it's so
Yeah.
important.
Oh, I know. Yeah, exactly. Because like you, Michael Myers is my favorite. So
Nice, I
anything
love it.
Myers, I
Stop
go
it.
crazy over it. Oh
Oh,
my god.
he brought his mask.
I
Where did you get?
ah!
It's not from
This
Trick or
one's
Treat.
actually from Trick or Treat Studios.
Oh
Oh,
Yeah.
wow,
yeah,
that's good.
that's
Nice.
awesome.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, see, like that, like it's crazy. Like that looks, really, really good. And like we were just never got that when we were kids.
No,
Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like there's been this big surge of horror products, events, and even creators coming out doing horror stuff, right? Like
right.
there's so much and so much people getting into the market. When do we how do we can like I don't know, it's like how do we kind of bottle this all up and contain it? Because have you seen that there's been like a increase of creatives and also product coming out in the line or in the market?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's like it's getting like so huge now that, I see tons of people, coming out with that all kinds of stuff. And even NECA like has been kicking it up with the horror merchandise too. And and then not only that, like it just seems to be getting more and more popular too.
Oh yeah.
It's blowing up for
Have you
sure.
seen an increase of sales for Ghoulish Creations?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Especially last year, and then this year too. It's like it's really ramping up. So I'm very thankful for that. And I try to give the best possible customer service I can because I'm only a one-man show. So
Yep.
I was gonna say that.
sometimes juggling all this stuff like kind of gets a little stressful, but I do the best I can to keep them updated because stuff has been getting delayed and not only that, like it's just like the worker shortages. They're not able to pump out a lot of the products that they were pumping out probably like 2 years ago. So that's changed. And then some stuff is coming from China, so it's like the shipping ports have been backed up as well.
Yep.
So
Oh yeah.
it's causing gigantic delays with all kinds of stuff.
Oh
So,
yeah, definitely.
Right.
you know.
So take us to your process
Oh,
in
definitely.
making your props or even masks.
So basically, like I don't know if you can really see this, but this is like
Nice.
how the hockey mask comes. I mean, I already pre-drilled some of the holes, but I basically drill all the holes on it and then Dremel out the eyes, sand all the holes down,
Yeah. There we go.
and then I base coat the mask, and then I will draw out the Crimson Ghost by hand and then paint it. And then I put like 3 to 4 good coats of clear coat on it so it protects the paint so it doesn't get all scratched off and everything. So that's basically how I do those.
Nice.
And then
Nice.
yeah, so
Now how'd you start sculpting the
Yeah,
figurines?
cute to have one of those Jason masks.
nice. Well, I didn't do the figurines. Those are made by Trick or Treat. I'm also, or I just basically vend for them, so I don't like make any of their products.
Oh, gotcha.
But
Okay.
yeah. So
But you're
yeah,
taking orders, right?
yeah.
Nice.
So I'm just selling their products on my site as well as my own.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so
They have some
but
good.
that I do want to down the road, like, because I want to learn. I want to start sculpting masks, and then I wouldn't even mind sculpting figurines, because like these are just blowing me away. These
Oh,
Ghost of
yeah.
Halloween statues that you have up here.
Right.
Those were sculpted by William Paquette. I think that's how you say his last name, but these are really cool because they're like based off of old school Halloween photos, and these are just like really creepy looking.
Yes, it has that nostalgic style to it, very classic, and I love it. I love it. And even this, what do you call this guy on the far right? Is he like a?
Oh, he's called that's Teddy.
Oh,
And
Teddy.
yeah, it's a bizarre one because he's almost sort of has like kind of like a bondage look to him, which
yes,
he does.
And then
really
he's chained up to
Sounds like
that
a rat
big
to me.
weird. Yes.
it's really bizarre looking. So, and I love that.
Yes,
And
I do too.
yeah, and even like the stands are really cool. How he sculpted all those designs in there.
I love it.
Yeah, so
Pretty
those are really cool.
I like it.
How would you sell
I love
your
it.
product to a customer that doesn't know you?
Well, I guess like what do you mean, like just
Like, how do you
like
yeah, because I mean, look, social media is huge right now, and and social media is like kind of kicking the market where you see more stores are selling on Instagram. People can just stumble upon an account, and like, oh, this is cool.
oh yeah.
So like for someone that like doesn't know you, what are some of the ways that would you like sell your product or to get them to buy? Because it's nowadays it's different, right? Because to me,
Oh yeah.
when I look at you, you're more of an influencer as well, right? You're
Yeah.
creating so much, and it's not just the product; it's a lifestyle for you. It's like, whoa, So, like, how would you connect or sell your products to someone that may not know you?
So I usually try to, like, whenever new products come out, I try to post about them, and then especially when I get them in stock, I'll like take videos of them and just give you like a clear view. Like, say, like, I haven't got these statues in yet in particular, but like once I do, I'm just gonna do like a video to showcase like how it looks from every angle, and that way they can get an idea of what they're getting, because sometimes you buy something and it doesn't really look like it does in the pictures.
Oh,
And
that happens to me all the time.
yeah, so I try to do my best to like showcase that, and so they know exactly what they're getting. And then I just follow up, like, but there's so many things now that you have to do in order to like get your stuff seen by people, like even on Google and stuff like that. You have to like, I've spent hours like doing SEO work. You have to
Really?
Yeah, you have to figure out exactly like you have to put in like meta key tags and like just certain things that you have to do to get your product shown to people. And then there's just lots of stuff that goes into it, and it takes forever. So I'm still learning like how to do it, but it's a process, I'll tell you that for sure. So that really helps. Like once you get your SEO stuff tackled, it really does help. So you get your stuff viewed more.
There, I am looking at you, man. You are a rock star. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Look at the pose. Go ahead, boy. Go ahead, boy. You are a rock star. I'm sorry. I have to stalk you guys a little bit. But look at the swag. Look at the knife. You see the knife? Oh my god. You guys are killing it.
I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I was just messing around at that because we recently went to LA, and
Yes.
visited the Halloween
This
location,
compliment to
filming
me, you
locations.
Yes.
So yeah, we were just messing around at where Lori was sitting in the original Halloween, and then we went to the Edge, and I had to put the mask and
Yeah.
Yeah,
Greg
you
and
had
Dyson
to,
that one.
because if when you visit California, you gotta stop at some of the iconic locations
Yeah.
and kind
Oh
of
yeah.
just display there. And one thing I love about you guys is that you also will go and connect to people at these horror cons. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a great way. That's also another great way to meet people,
Right.
network,
Love it.
and once I met a guy down there actually, and he lives in Ohio, ironically enough, and we just became friends just even after that concert or that after that convention, and we just recently went to a concert together and everything. We talk like
What?
every day. Yeah, so it's cool,
Let's
like 'cause yeah, you like just connect with horror fans, and oops, my earbud fell out. So it's really cool to connect with them, and it really does help establish a better relationship with your customers.
Tyler Rodriguez says, "So cool and original. Can you show Michael Myers masks? The Michael Myers mask. Is
Um,
that Tyler? Do you have something Michael Myers behind you that you can show?" And
yeah,
Brent, you're coming in with your question next.
hang on one sec. Yeah, I have the kills.
You have a kills? Oh my God, he has kills. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, hang on one second here. Let me
Okay.
just
I'm actually wearing a Kill shirt now that has Michael on it. The
Let me
mask
see,
he's about
right.
to show.
Show it. Stand
Stand
up.
up.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
did you see that pretty good?
that's
Yeah.
a awesome mask right there.
Yeah, so like these just came, or well, I got a few left because they went on back order, so I was able to snag, I think like 7, well actually I just sold 2, so I think I have 5 left of these, in stock. But yeah,
That's awesome.
but yeah, the detail, especially on the
I
burn
need me a
side,
Kills
is really
mask.
cool.
Yeah, and that's
yeah.
that is with Trick or Treat, and we can get that online onto your website, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, you can get that on the site right now.
Nice. Okay. So now that I know who got some kills, that you know what I mean, go to ghouliscreations.net. You guys can check them out. So go ahead. I know Brent has a question and he wants to show you his shirt. Go ahead, Brent.
Oh yeah.
You got the floor.
I think, did we do all the questions?
No, you said you had a question for Darren. If you don't, it's okay.
No,
Yeah.
I was telling him, I know y'all was mentioning the Kills mask. I was going to show you the shirt. I don't know if you've seen
Yeah,
it.
go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Show
Yeah,
us.
let's see.
Oh yeah.
So that shirt was actually designed by.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
He's gonna hate me. He's a good buddy of mine, and he actually created that fan art for the show, and was like,
Oh,
"Here you go,
wow.
Willie. Give this to Britt because I wanted to do something for his birthday and for him for helping out during a haunt show, and so that is completely custom. So yeah,
That's
Nice.
awesome.
and then I forget the artist's name. Forgive me if you watch this. Forgive me. Britt, what is this on the
Hey,
poster? His name
There's a poster.
Yeah, his name is on the
Yeah.
poster. Read it to me because I would feel so bad if I don't give him a shout out.
Alex Lopez. Or not
Alex Lopez,
Aiden
thank you,
Lopez.
Alex
Aiden
Lopez. Thank you, Alex. We gotta talk, Alex. I know you like Willie. I'm waiting for us to talk.
Aiden Lopez.
Yeah, he
Aiden Lopez.
also wanted me to show Blum that artwork. Thank you so much for that. I
Very
appreciate it.
nice.
Tyler Rodriguez said that's cool. That's awesome, Darren. You got some good
No,
work.
yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, you're a great creative, and it seemed like you have a love for Michael Myers as well, right?
Oh yeah, he's my favorite. I'm obsessed with Myers, honestly.
Yeah.
Why is that? Because look, I feel like I love Michael Myers, but like he's on my like number 2 or 3 when it comes to villains.
Okay.
But like 1, 2, and 3,
Dude, he's
it's
an
like
animal.
he's top notch. He's like number one.
Oh yeah. You
For
can't
me,
Yeah,
it's
oh,
like
yeah.
Freddy. It's like Freddy, Michael, then Jason. That's mine because
okay.
Freddy was
Yeah.
just such a cool guy, and the burn situation is like the worst way to die for me.
Yeah.
That is drowning. I'd rather drown first than get burned. You know what I mean?
Oh, right. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but why is he your number one?
Because he's the shape. He could be anybody. You know, he's the whole mystique of Michael is what I love. He's just creepy, and he was just an unstoppable force. And
Right.
you know, he just keeps coming. Like there's no stopping him. And you know, unfortunately, in the new one, you know, and I'm sure we'll get
Wait,
into
wait,
that.
hold on. Before we go there, would you like to do a movie review with us?
Oh,
Yeah,
please
oh
do.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys, we're gonna do a movie review with Darren soon. But before we even segue to that, let's tell everyone like what you have coming out now. What's next with your products? What do you see happening
Um,
next?
so I think I sent you the pictures of.
Yes.
I have the Trick or Treats releasing the Halloween 3 Season of the Witch
Yes.
trio set. Yeah, there we go.
Those are
so
awesome. And they have
I'm
masks.
super excited.
Wait, are those
Yeah.
those are the masks that you put on? And then are
No,
those
no. That's they're 1/6 or 1/6 scale figures,
okay?
and they have interchangeable heads and different hands. So like you know,
Nice.
in Halloween 3 when the masks start rotting and
Right.
all the bugs and stuff come out. Oh yeah, so you can change them from the original masks to the
Oh,
rotting
that's
masks.
badass. That's badass.
Nice. Now,
Yes.
how much does that run on your site?
Those are I think $299.99. So
Okay.
300 pretty much.
Nice.
So it's about 100 per figure.
Nice.
If you look at
Oh,
it that
that
way.
must-
So
Okay.
yeah, but I'm excited about that because those look awesome.
They do. Then we have Trick or Treat.
Oh, I love that. That's a good movie too.
I like that one.
Yeah,
Trick
the
or Treat.
Sam Trick or Treat
Yep.
is going to be a really cool figure too. And
I just noticed what's coming out of the pumpkin. It took me a minute. I need my glasses, but yeah,
oh yeah, that's the flame.
I like that.
Yeah, it's cool. It has that one is gonna. It has the burlap sack head, an unmasked head, and then it has 4 additional hands. So it'll have like 6 total hands that come with it, and then it has the razor and the candy that'll come with it, and then the lollipop.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then the bitten
I will say this.
lollipop, a trick or treat bag, and it has the light up. That light jack-o'-lantern actually lights up too, so that's pretty sweet.
No way. Go
Yeah.
ahead. What's your question?
Don't hate me for this, but I've never seen Trick or Treat, much as I love horror movies. Never seen it.
You're,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Well,
Oh, you got to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
super good.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh
You
yeah.
ain't seen it either. You said.
No, I watched one. I watched
Really?
it. And we're gonna compare him. So what we're doing, Darren, we're doing called versus. We're compare a villain to a villain. And
Oh yeah.
and so we did Jeepers Creepers versus Predator, and
Oh.
we actually are gonna challenge him with Chucky. What do you think? That's
Oh
a good?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sam and Chucky. Yeah,
Sam
that would
and
be a
Chucky.
good verse.
Yeah. So we may have you pick which one and have you come in for that one too. So what it is
yeah.
we do a debate, and I like to
Right.
bring in some intelligent intellectual conversations into the world of horror, right? And so
Yeah.
we do and prop to debate on it and see who wins and can vote on that. All right, what else we got here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we talked about these. Yes.
Yeah, we talked about those.
Oh,
And then
also-
they have the Tar Man, which is
Yes.
on the right there. So that one I'm super pumped out about because that's one of my favorite zombie movies, and
Yes.
the soundtrack is killer. Everything about it was just really cool.
And how much does he go on your site?
That one is $159.99.
Okay.
And that one's coming out. It's not out yet, but it'll be out November 21st is the estimated day, but it's barring any delays. But hopefully it'll be here on the 21st.
That's awesome. Now, what are some of the like? I know you talk to me about your goals in expanding into more products. Did you want to talk a little bit more about that, or about also what you're doing in your studio?
Yeah, so eventually, like the plan is to open a brick and mortar store so I can have
Oh, we love
more
that.
room. Yeah, and then I can create in there as well, like have like a
Love it.
back part of it or something, and that way I can make masks and stuff back there. Um, yeah, so I want to expand in that way, and then we have been toying with the idea of possibly moving to LA, but
Woo!
but not like in LA, but like in a suburb. But
Outskirts, yes.
Yeah.
yeah, because it's just too crazy
Glendale,
in LA.
Glendale's
But
a good place to be. Glendale's a good place to be, just to let you know, because it's not in the heart of LA, but it's on the outskirts. But also, it's a really cool community. They embrace the Halloween horror community. Any
oh
place in
yeah,
California. California
They
is.
embrace it.
Let me tell you, California is the market to be at because there's a lot of horror events there, but also like with Not Scary Farm doing what they did with Haunt. They have our culture is it has to like our state is like one of the I say our and I don't even live there. I'm in Atlanta, but California. I used to live in California, but California, the culture is there. They love Halloween.
oh yeah, for
It's
sure.
embraced. You could be crazy and kooky there, just like Portland. Just you can't talk to yourself and reply back because then that's when you're crazy. So you can't do that. But it's there, and I remember being there, and I remember my schedule being so packed because I couldn't even do what I wanted to do because I was going out to these events and creating these events as well. But you would love it, and I believe that your sales will even skyrocket even more because you will try to attempt to attend all these cons and conventions, and even like putting your products in at a haunted house and be a store at a haunted house. Oh my gosh, they would be eaten alive. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's why like I think it would be a great move. And then hopefully, it just depends if everything lines up correctly, and it might work out. And because there's just so many more Halloween events out there too. I feel like you could just go to so many conventions, and it's like it seems like every week or two they're having some other event that I could go to and vend at,
Right.
and so it's there's so much more going out there than there is in Ohio, unfortunately. I mean, we get like a couple conventions a year, but it's nowhere near like the status of like Monsterpalooza or Son of Monsterpalooza and all the other ones that are in California.
Quick question: where did you get the talent from to like paint? I mean, I know you went to school, but like you can like have you worked at a haunted attraction before? Have you? Or just
Yeah.
okay, talk to me about that because I feel like you have another background somewhere. It's something because I mean you are the definition of creepy creative, and so I want to talk about that. Like, what other stuff have you done?
So I started drawing like really young. So I just anytime or any chance I could get, I would draw and just do it all day. And then I took numerous art classes, and I just really practiced almost like every day. And then it really like just took off like when I would just do it so much. And then, like, because it's hard to get like the anatomy correct, especially like when you're really young. But I remember my one teacher he was really good. He was probably my favorite teacher I've ever had, but he would always tell me to trace a character over and over and over and over. And then like once I drew it so many times, then I would just be able to do it like from memory pretty much.
Right.
So that really, it was a good piece of advice. And, you know, I started a painting online course not too long ago, but I've been so busy that I haven't even finished the first block of it yet. So at some point I want to revisit that, but like when I get some extra time. And but I just took a bunch of art classes, and I was just really into it. And then I stopped for a while, and then after I went to makeup school, then I just started doing more and more, and then it like reignited it. And you know, so I just been trying to keep my steady
That is so cool.
every day.
And like,
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
cool.
that's awesome.
What's so
Here,
crazy?
but
What's so crazy about it is like I remember doing art class and
I want to
doing
say
that.
something, segue to something
Go ahead,
real
say
quick. if you don't
something,
mind.
Brent. Go ahead. Go.
I was scrolling through Facebook the other day, and this posted, he said, 1 years old, and from Michael Myers. Laugh out loud.
You might want to say that again. Repeat that.
Yeah, it was breaking up a little bit.
I was saying I was scrolling through Facebook the other day, and I posted. He said, "Is it just me because I'm still scared of the head tilt from Michael Myers at 37 years old?"
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that is creepy. You know, because it kind of like reminds you of like if you say something to a dog and it gives you that little
Right.
head tilt.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
Horrible.
it's a creepy little
Yeah.
ism that Michael does.
Well, you know what? Let's get right into it since I mean y'all all stay on.
Oh,
Go ahead.
oh
go
yeah,
ahead.
I did. You asked me if I was in a haunt. So I used to work
Yes.
at a place called the Haunted Schoolhouse, and I was the monster. We had this van, and it was pushed on rollers, and then the headlights would come on, and then a huge horn or like a super loud horn would go off, and the room was pitch black, and it was my favorite scene to work because I would scare so many people on that one.
Yeah.
It was really fun, but I would always lose my voice by the end of the night. But it was amazing doing that.
So you did some haunting.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
How long did you do that for?
A few years. I did it. I think 4 years in a row. I did it, and then I had to get a different job because the only thing that wasn't really great about it was, so you worked, I think it was the last week of September all the way to the first week of November,
Right.
and they didn't pay you until after. So you got your paycheck, I think, like in the middle of November. So it was like it kind of sucked not having money like throughout those whole months, you know. So
yeah,
but it was great though. I loved it.
Yeah, it's so funny because you know each haunt is different. Some pay weekly, some pay 2 weeks, some pay month after the month. And I remember being in my first professional haunt, working at it. It wasn't not Scary Farm at the time. It was this hayride, and they did the same thing. They were like, "Oh, you get paid after the season's over." And I'm like, it was rough getting there, and like I need gas money, and you
yeah, right.
and you're like, I need give me at least $20, you know. So I totally get it, and I get it. And when I actually started doing haunts and producing haunts myself, I get it on the producer side as well. We're just like, oh, we can't do it till after, you know. So I get both, and I think, you know, when you work at a haunt, you got to ask those questions, you know, those tough questions like, hey, do we get paid weekly, monthly, like what is it? And then to see if you can do it. Would you ever start your own?
Oh, I would love to. Yeah, I would love to, because that would be amazing. And I would just like love in building the sets, and every room I would just be like going crazy. I would absolutely love to do that.
Darren, I can see you do that. I can see you do that because you're all in. Like You're
Oh
you're a
yeah, for
set
sure.
painter, makeup artist, like you do it all. So this is something up in your wheelhouse. And let me just say this, you guys. We will after this message, we'll be right back with Darren, and we're going to talk a little bit of Halloween Ends. All right, that's Halloween. Excuse me. It's Ace of Candy. That's Halloween, and that is in New Jersey and in California. Looks like a cool family event that you guys should check out. So, Darren, what does spoil alert means to you?
Well, basically just giving anything away that's going to happen in the movie.
That's right, and we're about to give it away. So if you guys don't want to, if you guys don't want to, turn it off because we're about to go in on Halloween Ends. All right, so we've all seen Halloween Ends, yes,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
and you look, we're all Michael Myers fans. I am a fan.
No,
No, he's not my top. He's pick, but I'm still a fan. And we were everyone's been like the hype for this movie has been killer. And I noticed that it's been killer, and everyone's been excited. And when it came out, we did a watch party, and I decided not to watch it because I wanted to watch it in the movie theater. And then people started on the internet started to talk, and I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta turn this off because I want to see this in movie theaters. And then because our schedules wasn't working, and the hunt reviews that we were doing, I was like, you know what, I am going to just watch it, and we're gonna stream it. And Britt and I streamed it, and we watched it, and it was, to me, in the beginning I was like, woo, yes. I mean, a kid dies in like what, first X amount of minutes in the show. I was like, whoa,
that was crazy. He got kicked down the staircase.
what a great opener. It's not shocker. And then it was like, okay. Then it went left, and it went left so fast that it literally, I think for me, it really kind of like jerked all the Halloween fans, from like, what? I mean, I think some people spit out some popcorn kernels and just out their drinks because it went left, and I know where it went left in the movie.
Mhm.
And I just want to know.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our thoughts because we're friends with Blumhouse. We love Blumhouse. Jason Blum, we love you.
We love you,
And
Jason.
thank you so much for the trilogy and everything that you guys did. We love you here at Yep, That's Scary. We work with you. We're family.
We work
But
with you.
when you're told don't touch the hot pan because it's hot, it's hot, and we got to talk about something. So, Darren, since you're our guest, talk to us about your thoughts about Halloween Ends.
Oh yeah, man, where do I begin?
Right.
Well, I mean, I gave this movie 2 burnt out pumpkins out of 10, mainly because, and the only reason why I gave it 2 was because Michael looks really cool in it and the music.
Let's
so
go. The music was great.
yeah, the music was really cool.
Soundtrack was great, and I'm glad you brought that up because I was like, okay, I loved everything about the music for this soundtrack. So yes, kudos. Go ahead.
So I'll start off by saying I did not like this movie one bit. Not only just because I don't mind if like the movie tries something a little different, but this just wasn't the part to do that in. They shouldn't have done this in the final trilogy or part of the trilogy. They should have told this separate story in like a TV miniseries or something,
Mhm.
because it makes no sense to put that into this movie. And not only that, like
I would say, Darren, I would say, or just put it in the beginning when they first started to do the trilogy.
yeah,
Have
they could have done that.
a story in it, but go ahead.
Yeah, and then like you know, it's a weird directorial like decision to do that. And then I just like, even for Laurie's character, I just didn't buy her performance. Like if you think about it in terms of, this movie is supposed to be about grief and like trauma of, you know, everything that has happened because of Michael. Why is she dancing around like she's Betty Crocker, and she's, you know, it's just making jokes, and it just doesn't fit with her performance in 2018. Like, it doesn't make any sense why she was like Sarah Connor in 2018 and now she's Betty Crocker. Like, it just doesn't fit.
She tried it. She burnt that pie, though. Spoiler alert: she burnt the heck out of that pie. I was like, "Look, that pie looked delicious," and I don't know. And she did. You know what? Let me tell
Man,
you
she
this.
was happy.
No, look, listen. I believe that situation is true. You know why? Because my mother would do the same thing. She would put something in the oven and walk upstairs, and I'm like, "Wait, you're cooking?" And then she would burn the food, even from Thanksgiving. And we're like, "Why is the house smoking?" Oh, I was upstairs watching Oprah or
Oh,
Dr.
guess what, Willie? You ain't eating now. She's gonna hear this, and you ain't eating today.
I know, and she'd be right up on YouTube like every young person watching this show. Yeah, I know.
No.
But go ahead. but yeah, she tried it. That I believe. I was like, that's old folk. You know what I mean? They tried. They think they can cook again, but they can't, and they leave stuff in the oven and they burn it. So
Yeah.
go ahead,
No,
Darren.
but what I mean, like, is like she's a completely different person. Like, she's acting like, you know, nothing's wrong throughout most of the movie, and then when the townspeople, you know, start to turn on her and almost in a sense say that she manipulated all this into happening.
Right.
And you know, and that kind of brings a similarity to her and Corey. And you know, I just like, I'm so like torn between like, why did they put Laurie and Michael's story on the back end? It's like they shoehorned them into the movie. They're like, we're gonna do something different, but then we're gonna just, for the last half hour, we're gonna give you what you want. And I couldn't get down with that. And then I didn't like the tag teaming. It was
Yeah, I
like
didn't like that either.
WWE.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's just like,
let's talk about that. Let's talk about that because, you know, first of all, I just want to say, yes, she came in happy. Lord, she came in happy, go lucky. She thought Michael was dead. She wanted to move on with her life, but then when when you said the town kind of attacked her, it was like kind of at the same time, and she's like looking like, well, what did I do? Look,
yeah.
this thing been going on for how many years? She should be on alert every day. Every day. Right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And then she moved into town, and you're like, what? You know, and then
Irrelevant.
and then here comes this love interest story woven into the show, but then it becomes the forefront, right? Is that what you're saying? And then they become the back, and it's like, if
Yeah.
she's retiring and they're old, and this is her memoirs.
Exactly.
She's writing a book. Why is she on the back bench? Why is she in the back of the bus with Rosa Parks?
Right. Exactly.
Come on up front with us. Let me stop.
I know.
You know what I mean?
And yeah, it's crazy. And then like I felt even like the like intro, or the Allison and Corey like love interest thing happened way too quick. Like, she was
Way
like
too quick.
coming on really strong, which is
Because
fine.
she was
You know,
horny.
but
She was
yeah.
horny. She didn't have none. She didn't have none. She would experience some a little lang.
That one scene in the kitchen where she said, "Rip it off," and threw the pumpkin seeds down.
But let me
Yeah,
just
yeah.
say this, Darren. She, you know, you have this. Do you choose family or do you choose love? But like, I'm like, this, you know, he's crazy.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know he's psycho. You gonna choose him over a long life family member that's been taking care of you?
Yeah, exactly. No
It
way.
sounds like a Disney movie.
Yeah, it does.
No, you should honor your parents. No, I'm not gonna honor them. I'm gonna go the opposite way because I'm in love. And this is a guy who, spoiler alert, he turned him on himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally. I mean, that's not love. But go ahead. As you were saying, so, let's talk about the tag team. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't stand that. And I was like, Michael doesn't
pissed me
need a
off.
partner. And it's like, how were they like choreographing that? Like Michael, like, what was he talking to Michael? Like, hey, I'm going to go to the doctor's house and you got to come behind me. And,
Listen,
you know,
all that. Listen, Darren, Kat, Britt, all the communication happened with your eyes. I wish y'all could listen like that. Just look at my
You know
eyes.
what?
And let me tell you what, Kat.
They fucked up that movie. I'm so
Yeah,
upset.
read
I'm
your
a
little
Michael
kid upset.
Myers fan
I know.
to the
They
end.
really did.
I will. They ruined it for me. I was so upset because it's about Michael Myers and Laurie. What are you guys
Period.
doing? In
Period.
the last
Exactly.
30 minutes
Don't
of the
need
show, he fucking
I
comes
mean,
out
this
and starts
dude shut
killing.
him down like it was nothing.
Well,
Oh,
here's the
yeah,
thing
I
is-
know.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I couldn't stand that either. He
That
comes
pissed me
into
off.
the sewer and he pushed him down like he was a little kid. Like
Well-
it was just like you just got beat up by the band members. It's like,
Let me-
come on, like
Yeah,
Let me- can I say this? Can I say this? That was the pivotal moment where the movie went left for me, because Michael does not need help.
no,
exactly.
I mean, Lori, she's old too. She don't need no help.
no.
I
Right.
mean, even though her family member came at the end, but still, it doesn't matter. She don't need no help. Michael doesn't need help. He got pushed down, and I literally was like, "What happened to Michael?" And he's like, "Show me, show me." And I was like, "Show you what, fool? I watched him for how many years? Just watch the tape for Halloween, and you'll see." But with one stare, he communicated to Michael, and they saw that they had a common denominator. We're outcasts. And that I'm going to communicate a wink, and we're going to kill the doctor.
Okay,
Yeah.
can I
Meet
just
me
say
at the
this?
house. Wink at the doctor's house.
Can I just say that Michael needs nobody? Okay,
He don't
that
need
has been
Exactly.
the thing
I agree.
from the very beginning. He needs no one. So for you guys for them to change it and twist it like
Unless he needed help because he's old.
what the fuck? No, Michael's
Listen,
invincible. He doesn't die. What the fuck are you
Michael-
doing?
Michael Myers is our
No.
Superman.
Yeah.
Michael Myers is our Batman. That's what he is. And even though you don't necessarily he doesn't need a sidekick.
He's coming
and I
back.
felt like they were forcing this sidekick relationship on us when he doesn't need it. Like they get what's next? You're gonna have him in a walker? Like, I mean, come on now. And then they showed him with his hand up. Like, no.
No, I
That
know.
pissed
What?
me off. You just made a villain more human than ever with weaknesses that he shouldn't have had.
Oh, I know. It was honestly embarrassing that they did
shouldn't
that.
have him
Like
in a
I
sewer
was
either.
yeah, exactly. Like it was so embarrassing, like for Myers' sake. Like it was so disgraceful to the whole franchise by them doing that.
I wonder if John Carpenter. I'm like, who signed off for this? And here's the problem.
Yeah, who did that?
This is the problem. Hollywood.
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
But you have too many hands in the fire of this. Did you guys
Yep.
see the credits? Too many
Oh,
people
yeah.
and writing this. It gets passed on and shuffled, and then the continuity doesn't match up, or the flow is. I'm like, if Stranger Things could get it right and get these storylines right, and at the end they can conclude it where everyone's like, "Oh, you should be able to." The talent is there. The writers are there. Why are y'all messing this up? Maybe you should have less hands in the pot to
They
keep it.
produced it too quick.
Right, I
Put
mean,
it out too quick and
and
just
then
threw
you
something out there.
then you should have a checklist of this is Michael Myers don't do's and then do's, or he shouldn't be humanized as this. He's a villain. You know what I mean? There should be mystery.
Right.
It literally, I felt like there's so many villains, and yet he wasn't the one. Even I felt like the old bum got more killed. Got to kill it. I was like, where's this coming from? He wants the mask, but yet he couldn't crawl his butt in the sewer and tag team.
Yeah,
Come
exactly.
on, man.
You know what? You know what? Don't
Sorry.
fix something that's not broken. Don't fix anything that's not broken.
Right.
Exactly.
Not broken. It was not. When they did Holly, the first one, I was like, okay, it's all right. When they did Halloween Kills, I love that is my favorite right now. I love Halloween Kills. I thought going back to the original here and there, and then they're older now, and they kept going back. I love that. I loved it. So I was like, why did you end it and mess it up?
Yeah,
Why
like
would
he
you
was
do that?
unstoppable. He was
Yeah,
unstoppable in
yeah.
kills, and then you're telling me that he's just withering away in the sewer for 4 years? Like it just is. It's bogus.
And since when does he hide?
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Okay, why does he go in hiding like that? What? Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm
Yeah,
so
I mean,
sorry.
I guess like, well, didn't they burn his house down or something? So
Yes,
he couldn't go back to his house. But I
right.
mean, so I don't know. Maybe that's why they were like, well, let's just have him in the sewer, and they just pulled that from Resurrection. You remember how like he
Yes,
was apparently living underneath his house, and
yes, right.
so
And
I
the
think,
doctor came and helped him. Yes, I remember all that.
yeah.
Brent,
So
what do you want to say, Brent? I know you got a lag. What do you want to say?
I was just saying it took a turn, dude. Like, I've seen all the Michael Myers movies, and like, Michael, he don't need help. I mean, he kills everybody in his path. But when he dropped Corey, kind of set the mood different, because like Michael would kill that dude in a heartbeat, no problem.
oh yeah,
Then like for
exactly.
him to punk Michael down really made me upset. You can't punk him down like that and take his mask and go do his job. Like
You can't do
that
that.
upset me.
Oh yeah, I felt
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Bad.
Then what was crazy is when he
Just-
rode the bike after the when he rode his motorcycle. I swear, Michael Myers was on the back, was holding off on the back. I felt it. I was like, oh my gosh. And I think Britt, you said it. He was like, does he have Michael Myers on his back? And we looked, and when the shot went to him and his girl, I was like, oh, but we felt that because of this weird relationship that was happening on the big screen. I mean, on the screen. It's like, yo, like, are they brothers? Like, what this
I mean, it's like
do? Evil
Right.
rise tonight. Evil rise tonight.
And another thing that's
Evil
crazy
shit tonight.
too is is it's weird that it's almost like they're implying that Michael is getting strong, like he gets stronger by killing people.
Yes.
But that
Right.
doesn't really pan out,
Yeah.
because if you think about it, like in 2018, he's been in prison for 40 years.
Right.
And as far as we know, he hasn't killed anybody in prison. So
Right.
wouldn't that make him extremely weak while he's in prison?
Correct.
Like-
So they didn't do it right. They did not. So mad.
Well, listen. I mean, look, they're
like,
trying.
you could tell when he was getting strong.
Mhm. Listen, I work with Blumhouse, and when
Like, he
they
was
make,
shaking.
let me
yeah,
say,
it was almost kind of erotic, almost,
Right.
in a weird way.
I want to say this. I know Blumhouse, and when they mess up, they do listen. They do hear the heartbeat of the community, and I think now they're doing this huge push of, hey guys, you guys want to create any scene from Halloween, and if
I
so,
saw
you do a
that.
good one. You get to meet Jamie Lee Curtis, and I'm like, that's so cool, but you can't cover this up. It's
Yeah,
out there.
yeah,
And
exactly.
and
You know
and
what?
now,
Well, we
hmm,
know Jason, we know all the other producers and stuff, and they've done such amazing work on other films.
right.
But like
And-
I said, and I'm glad that what they did with the first two, especially the second,
Mhm.
it was amazing. I was blown away because of all the little back and forth. I thought it was great.
Yeah,
But don't take it too far. Leave it. That should
I
have been
think
it. Just leave it
I
alone.
think he trusts. Look, Jason knows how to trust people and put
Yeah.
money in their hands and let them do what they need
Yeah.
to do. But like, they all had to see it. They all had to co-sign. And the thing is, when you have too many yes men to say yes, this is great,
Huh.
and no one's sitting here saying, and we need that. We need that objective so that we can sit back and look and hear both sides. And they did do a survey. Kat, remember you was talking about
Wow.
your survey? They did
Yep.
do a survey, and I think there's an alternate ending. So I mean, or alternate, there's something there. And when you do movies, you have so much content. And Darren, you could co-sign with this. You can have so much content that you can cut it where the storylines can flow a different route.
Right. Yeah.
I'm interested in knowing what that may be. I mean, I don't know if they will do it or they have the time and the money to do it, but
Yeah, I would be interested to see that too.
I'll be interested into it, and I know a lot of fans would too. So I don't know.
I actually think he's.
Go ahead, Brent.
What's that?
Because he does come, always does.
Say that one more time, Brent, so we can hear you.
Do y'all think he actually is dead? Because he does come back, even though he was in a meat grinder, he could still come back.
Okay. So,
Somebody else now.
spoiler. So yeah.
Yes, sir.
So first of all, I love that scene when they crushed it and you can see that skull crush.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that. I was like, oh yeah, I love that
I
scene.
didn't.
I feel like that was an epic kill.
I didn't like it either.
I didn't
They
either.
crowd surfed him into the metal compactor.
Listen. It was very. Listen, that scene was very.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yes, the scene was very avant-garde. The flashlights and their cell phone lights out on them. I was eating that up because it's very avant-garde. And I was like, okay, someone went to college. They're using their college degree to make this work. And then when they killed him, I was like, listen, they're killing him because Lori is writing a book.
Yeah.
And she wants to talk about how evil isn't him, but evil is within, and it is going to change form. It may not be in him, but it's going to be in somebody else. We're humans, and they killed him. But this is not the end. It's not the end.
It's not the end, because why would you keep his mask on your table at the end of the movie?
Right.
You put the mask at the end of the movie.
Want to say this?
Spoiler, and you left it there. There was for a reason. Like, just leave it alone. If this would have been like the second one, I would have been, hell yeah, let's do another one. Keep it going. Do something a little different. But if you're going to do a Michael Myers movie, you have to have Michael at the beginning,
Michael Myers
all the way to the end.
Even though this says Halloween ends, Michael Myers is not going to end. They're going to bring him back. Someone's going to do a reboot or remount or remake or something. Okay.
Remember, she said different. He turns into a different shape every boogeyman. Remember, she said that.
Yeah, she said that.
Yeah.
All right, Darren. So you got the last words on this one before we segue off of this one. What do you want to say to viewers and to people out there?
So man, I had something that I wanted to say on this, but I remember. So did y'all think that final fight scene was kind of a little weak? In regards to. Yeah, it was too short, and then also I felt like Lori had no rage about it. She was in H2O, which I don't really like that movie at all either. But the ending was satisfying because she did the heavy breathing, and then she the head chop was satisfying.
Yes.
But in this one, I would just assume that she would have so much built up rage, grief. And trauma that she would at least scream or do something more aggressive instead of what she did, which was casually slit his throat and then slit his wrist. She's like, "Oh, you're just a man in a mask," and then
she bled him out.
Yeah, she just bleeds him out. It was
tell him how she's seen him.
What's that?
Tell him how he was pinned.
He
was pinned.
He was pinned down I think what they were going for was kind of that tarot card sort of.
No, it was the satanic. My belief, they did it as a satanic position. When they showed it, I literally stopped it. It was like, yo, and if you look at his fingers was cut off, and it was like
right, yeah.
It was very close to it. And I was like, someone threw an Easter basket in here. Easter egg something, but I see it.
And we just know that Michael's strength would not have allowed Lori to get on top of him.
Oh, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
No
yeah.
knife
When he
would have
lifted
held
up.
him down.
Remember,
No.
you guys, AARP.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Absolutely not.
AARP will say, listen, if y'all want to be adults about it, we got to be grown and old. So you guys are all humanized. But I want to say,
Oh, also shout out to Laura Altman for
Dude,
being
she
on the
stuck
billboard.
it.
She
Literally
was on the billboard, and I was like, wait, pause that.
billboard.
Rewind it. Yeah,
We
I
love
reached
her
out to
at
her.
One House. Yes.
I reached out to Laura and I said, congrats on the spot on the billboard. And she said, you saw it. I recognize you, girl. You're on the, and she said it was a nice little touch from the director adding me on there. And I said, well,
Let me tell you, she is so good. She was
an
kind to us
amazing.
when we worked with her.
Yeah, she was amazing.
And it's good to see that she's still with them. So,
Yep.
But anyways, I just want to say thank you so much, Darren, for being with us on the show. You were incredible.
Thank you.
To have, where can we find you and your products?
So just go to www.ghoulishcreations.net, and that's the perfect spot. It has all my socials on there, and you can check those out on the site as well. So yeah, it was absolutely blast being on the show with you guys. I had a great time.
Yes,
open up that brick and mortar store out here.
Yeah.
It'll do well. It'll do well. I'm telling you.
I really want to. So
and
hopefully that'll happen.
And we'll be sending you positive vibes to that as well. So yes, and thank you so much for your time and being on the show. And stay scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys too. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much, buddy. You have a good
day.
Wow.
Amazing. He's amazing. He looks so familiar, Will, and I can't catch where I've seen him before.
Yeah, I mean, like he is very, very, very creative, and I love his social media posts. I love everything about it, and I've just been watching him, and I've been watching him grow, and I'm like, yo, like you're killing it. I need to have you on the show. And so we were talking about originally we were talking about sponsors and all this stuff, and just seeing if we work as a partner with him with YupThatsScary. But then as I was in communication with him, I'm like, yo, whoa, you need to be on this thing. Like, come on in, be our guest. Let's start talking. And I'm so glad. Like he's a Mike Myers fan, and he went to the house and everything in Pasadena.
Yeah.
And he literally was like, you know, we need to do something. So we'll be working with him and seeing more of him. And so I'm just so excited to connect with awesome creepy creatives industry. So yeah. So that's so much fun. All right. So next up is Bethany from our DIY. She got something kind of crazy cooking up with some haunted house dolls or something. Take it away, Bethany. From Bethany Bargains.
The Dollar Tree doll houses to make haunted houses. We're going to do something similar but different. I'll be using 2 of the pink doll houses from Dollar Tree. I'm removing the windows, frames, doors, roof, everything from it. I'm just gonna have the base of the house. I painted one house all yellow and then the other house all orange. I had to do a few layers of paint to get an opaque look. So I did 1 layer of paint, wait for it to dry, and then move on to the next layer. You don't want to keep adding layers when the paint is still wet, otherwise you're not going to achieve the look that you want. Dollar Tree carries white houses as well, and I'm going to be using this for the top of what I'm making. I removed, again, all the window frames, the door frame, the roof, and I'm just keeping that all white. But I did paint the roof of this house black. Then the doors I took out of the houses, I painted yellow, orange, and white. I'm going to be stacking the houses on top of each other. To do this, I have to remove the plastic corners that are on the bottom of the houses that are going to be stacked on top of each other. If you don't remove those pieces, you won't be able to glue them down flat to each other. So I removed those pieces and then I glued the houses down. And basically I'm making a candy corn house. You can then put back in your windows and the frames. I only put back in the windows that were white, and I actually used some of the windows from the bottom houses for the top of the roof. Then glued the houses to a piece of foam board because I'm going to be using spackle. You put spackle inside of a piping bag with an icing tip, and then you just treat it as if it were icing that you're icing on top of a gingerbread house. Dollar Tree does carry spackle, but my favorite spackle is DAP spackle that you find at Home Depot. It's just creamy. You don't have to mix it with water. You get more bang for your buck. I like it a lot more. So I just did like some different designs on top of this. I embellished this with some fake candy corns, and I'll link the seller I used down below for you guys. I got it from Etsy. Then I used some puff paint from Dollar Tree to create more detailed designs that I really cannot do with the spackle, to make it look more like a gingerbread house. Little designs that look like lights and wreaths and snow. It's just easier to use the puff paint for these designs than spackle, like I said, because spackle, it's like, no, you would have a very hard time doing this with spackle. So we are making a gingerbread haunted house type of situation, even though this is candy corn, so it's a little bit sweeter. It's so cute and easy to do, you guys, and it's really fun because you can go with like any design. It doesn't have to be just candy corn. I absolutely love the way that this turned out. I want to make some little fake cookies to go along with this.
Awesome. And here is a word from our sponsors. Okay.
All right, it's about that time for
Take it or skip it, stream it or miss it.
All right, first up, we got my best friend's exorcism. What are you going to do when your bestie gets possessed? I'm not talking about an overzealous boyfriend or girlfriend. We talking about full-blown, call the preacher demon possessions. Well, obviously, you grab the local stoner and try to solve it yourself. That's right move. There, let's see if the teens can see their way out of this hellhole.
I can't believe you're moving this summer.
We're always gonna be friends.
Pick you up in town?
It's gonna be hot this weekend. Should we do something?
Think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound.
What's over there?
This weird little building where that girl was sacrificed in a satanic ritual.
Let's go in. Come on, Abs. One more adventure?
Abby?
Jesus, where were you? Where were you?
Your friend, she gets sick, physically she got all grotesque and gnarly. But then she got better, right? She looks copacetic, but up here, you can cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I guess that's one way to put it.
Dollars to donuts, it's demonic possession. She needs an exorcism.
You want my best friend back, you piece of shit!
What was that?
Hot damn, we got ourselves a demon! Woo!
Think we're alone now.
Oh my god! This
is the cost?
There doesn't seem to be anyone around.
Wow. Wow. I mean, go ahead. I think. Hello. There you go. Can you see us? All right. Go ahead, B. So,
Yeah,
what do you think?
I'm definitely that's a ticket for me. I like that movie.
So it's streaming on Prime Video. So
Right.
it's a stream it. So you gonna stream it? Okay.
yeah.
What
You're
about you,
lagging
Kat?
really bad.
Yeah, the lag is really bad. What about you, Kat?
I am skipping it.
Yeah, I know
I'm
you.
horror through. I'm horror through. I don't like horror comedy. I don't like none of that shit. Don't fuck up my horror and get scared and then laugh. No, we're not doing that. Skip
Right,
it.
and it's kind of weird because it's kind of weird because it has that nostalgic 80s feel, which I'm like,
Yeah.
oh cool, I want to see something that's different in a different, time zone or time frame. But this one, I don't know. I may watch it,
I'm
but it's
just gonna
like,
see it just to see it.
well, why weren't you on the watch party with me when it was supposed to play? Yeah, yeah. So
Sorry, I had other plans.
it's
Went on.
look, it's okay because I forgot that it's not memorable. It's a skip it for me, but like if I will watch it, I will watch it with like when I like got nothing to do.
Whoa!
What happened? He just
Hello?
freaked out.
Whoa! Hold up here.
What?
What's going on?
Your lag is very
Don't
bad.
tell me I'm the only one streaming this movie.
You're the only one
That's
streaming it.
it. You the only streaming it.
Yeah. So how about that? How about those apples and bananas?
Look at the comment.
What comment do we got?
I was
Remember
very
when you were
upset.
on a hot LOL? That's scary.
No, there was a movie that was coming out and it looked really good. The trailer looked amazing, and I was like, I'm gonna stream it. So everyone came over, fucking paid $20, and in the first fucking 5 minutes of the goddamn film, they were on the plane, and this lady went up to this man and with a knife stuck him in the eye and pulled the eyeball out, and it was just dangling. And everyone's just standing there like nothing, and I'm like, I fucking turned it off. I was pissed off. I wasted $20 fucking on that movie. I was mad as hell.
Dang, man, I'm still mad at my $4.99 for Jeepers Creepers. But what movie was that? What movie was that?
The Hunt.
The Hunt.
Oh, was that a Blum movie?
We're not talking anymore about what else.
That's a Blum movie.
Yeah.
The Hunt. Oh my God, that's crazy. All right, here you go, B.
All right, next up, Terrifier 2. Terrifier 2. It ain't easy being the new kid on the block, but you guys is quickly making waves in the horror general and quickly to join the great with Jason, Freddy, Michael, and the rest of the gang. The horror icons Terrifier 2 is the sequel to the cult classic Terrifier. From 2016, let's see if art will win or cold, dead heart all over again. Let's take a look.
So, did you figure out what you're dressing up as tomorrow?
He wants to dress up as a real guy who murdered 9 people last year.
Oh, you're not doing that.
It's just a costume.
You think that guy's still out there?
What's up with you and this clown all of a sudden? You're like obsessed.
They never found his body. What if he decides to come back here?
I wouldn't worry about it.
Wait a minute, aren't you that guy from the costume shop?
Sir, what are you doing?
It wasn't me.
He was covered in blood on his shirt and his hands when he got here.
I'm telling you, it was him, Ellie. Right down to the little black dot on the tip of his nose.
You're really weird, you know that?
I believe him.
About what? Something really bad's gonna happen tonight.
No, I know when Jonathan's lying, okay? I could hear it in his voice. Something's wrong.
Look, we're gonna have fun. Stress-free environment.
Yep.
Speaking of surprises, kids, we have a very special guest with us today, all the way from Miles County. Please welcome Art the Clown.
Wow.
That's awesome. Wow.
Let me just say this. It's been reports from all over. I heard this on TMZ too. Reports on Terrifier 2. People are running out, calling 911, throwing up, passing out, and the ambulances are coming to theaters where this movie is at because it is so scary, nasty, and gruesome. People are freaking out in movie theaters. I just want to say that it was on TMZ as well, and you know TMZ don't lie. They try to make sure that their reports are like legit, right? I was surprised you didn't report this in horror news, Kat. But what is it with you guys? Is this a ticket? What do you guys say?
I'm on the fence. And the reason why I'm on the fence is because he looks scary and some of those scenes look good. But as you know, I don't like gore. It takes away from the fear factor of everything because it starts to get different. I just like total terror, horror, chasing, hiding, running, that type of stuff. I don't like the gore. So I don't know. I'm on the fence with that. On the fence. What about you, Brett?
Yeah, I'm definitely on the fence with this one too, Kat. I love horror films, but I love my gore as well. The Art of the Clown Terrifier. I'm gonna have to watch it though. I'm still on it. No.
So you're gonna watch it, Brent? I think I heard that you're gonna watch it. Let me say this: I'm gonna watch this one. It's a ticket for me because I love gore. The gross, the better. I was independently doing a gross zombie movie. It would have been awesome if we would have had some money, but it is a ticket for me. So we got two tickets.
Let me ask you something. Did you watch the first one?
No, I haven't. I'm not a big.
I didn't either. I'm not a fan of that.
So look, I'm not. I haven't like this is one those.
I watched it. It's cheesy.
See,
this is one of the movies that's been on the back burner for me, where it's like, oh, I'm gonna get to it when I get to it.
Right,
but because of the hype, I'm like interested. And I heard that this is Damien's like best one. So I wanna be able to see it and support him because we're gonna have him on the show soon. So yeah, I wanna check it out and see what all the hype is about. So, but yeah, it'll be a ticket for me. All right, what's next?
Next up, we have Sharkula. Sharkula. This is a hidden gem. This masterpiece is the Oscar it exists through a strong leading role, keeping eyes glued to the TV, sucks you into the world of fear of the deep, but the excitement of this new film will give an Avatar a run for its money in the FX department, giving nightmares-driven effects. Now dig in and take a bite out of Sharkula. Let's take a look.
Something weird is going on around here.
Your name is really Renfield?
It's a bit odd, but harmless.
No, master, please!
I think our boss has some weird hypnotic hold over these townsmen.
The shock and die are intertwined.
Sounds like a load of crap.
If he knew the twisted mind of yours!
If he disobeyed one more time, you'll end up in the sacrifice!
Sharks. Sharks? Sharks.
We bring you our sacrifice for your bloodlust. What's your problem, asshole? I saw a giant shark with glowing red eyes in the water. What is it? Sharkula! Sharkula! The devil fish!
Are we fucking kidding right now? That's all I gotta say.
Being punk, like,
We're being
Cat,
punked.
you go watch this one.
no.
Ain't you?
First of all,
I'm
Brit,
being punked.
who? Yeah, am I being punked?
I'm being punked.
First,
Was that
hold
filmed in the 1980s with the fucking
No.
camera? Like, what's going on with the
2022.
fake hat? Like, no.
This is all Gerard's. This is Gerard's. This is not
Gerard.
mine. This is
I'm like,
Gerard's.
Gerard, okay, I know you go. Let me stop. Let me hold back my tongue because I don't want no one emailing me at YupThatsScary@gmail.com about any problems here other than we're working on it. You know,
Gerard's
even
in the corner when he comes back.
Please excuse the lag because it's.
He said that to me. He said, "Don't tell Willie about it." I said, "I won't."
Oh! He in the corner.
No, Cat, don't let. No, first of all, we're not encouraging him because listen. Did you first of all? Did you hear the burp? Hold on. Did you hear?
We're not encouraging.
Did you hear the burp in the commercial? It went like the shark just burped.
Yeah.
I was like this in my earphones. Excuse me, someone just burped. So,
It has got a dragon, dude. What the hell?
okay. First of all, I'm being punked. Listen.
You and me
listen,
both.
Listen, I'm being punked. I'm being punked because
That's
with
all you
all
gotta
the
say.
movies we've been seeing, Sharkula, like Dracula, with glowing eyes in the water. Cat, is this a stream it or miss it? I don't even know where it's gonna be played at. I don't even care. But what's your thought?
If you could see my finger right now, you would know what I was doing.
Oh. But then
It's going to
I'm
be a
thinking,
huge skip it.
then
I don't
I'm
like
thinking-
shit like that. What the
skip it.
fuck is that?
B, what do you think?
No. That was horrible.
I'm gonna have to stream this one.
Was that the trailer? Was that the trailer? Because if that was the trailer, who the fuck is going to go to that movie?
That's the trailer.
That
That's the trailer.
was horrible. Horrible.
B, you said stream it?
But you must be bored as hell.
Yeah.
Hold on, no. It looks
No,
like
this-
a Sharknado comedy.
This is up your alley. Y'all country folk,
I'm a
y'all
skip
literally.
it.
No. Tell the truth and shame the devil. You sat here and said, no, you said stream it. I heard you in that lag. You was like, stream it. Listen.
Brett, don't waste your time.
Listen. Because,
Linda.
listen, y'all, look.
You know, do the shits and giggles, you know, might as well stream it.
See, told you.
You're going to waste your time.
Look, Gerard picked it, and he co-signed Gerard because they're from the
Just
South.
to get a laugh, though, you know?
Listen, let me just say this. It got to be believable to me. I love good cameos, little slapstick comedy in some horror. I do, and I do pay attention and give shout out to independent directors and producers. I mean, look at Terrifier 2. That's independent. But look, it didn't look like that. I felt like they literally shot this movie in the back in the days and said, let's take this out. Look, more movies is out. We got more ways to make money and monetize our films. We got more ways to stream it. Let's bring it out the work, and let's put a new title on it. Let's slap 2022 on it and put it out there. First of all, let me just say this. If my haunted house trailers is way better than your movie trailer, I will not spend my time to watch it.
Nope.
Because that means I
got
got more resources. That means I got more resources than you.
Right.
And I'm not a film director. No, listen. Y'all
I'm
know.
just streaming it for the hell of it, just for shits and
No. No, Brent and Kat, y'all both know that my haunted house commercials are way better than that. So why would I go back and waste my time? And my time is precious. One thing I know, when you grow,
Oh, I
and you
know.
get old in
I've
life,
seen.
your time is precious, and you don't get it back. I am not wasting my time on no Sharkula. Thank you, Gerard. This is a mishap for me.
He
God,
fucked up that
darn
whole
it.
shit.
I don't even know why you do that to me.
He
No,
makes
it's
you
not
feel like
It's
that.
okay movie.
No, you know I'm about to go in. He knew he did this to piss me
He
off so
did
I
it
could
on
go in.
purpose. Yeah. Yep.
He said,
He
ha,
did it on
ha, ha,
purpose.
I'm going to get him. What way can I get Willie?
And he's gone.
He's
And that's
probably
why he
watching
did
out.
that.
This is a way I could get Willie. No, now I'm
What a
so
shithead.
angry. I'm
What
so
shark?
angry at that. He told me grab my gears on that.
Yeah.
What, Brent?
Let's watch Sharkula. Y'all ready?
We ain't got no Sharkula,
We
boo,
in.
whatever.
We
All right, I just want to. I'm moving on from Sharkula. I'm not doing Sharkula. I'm not doing Sharkula. I'm moving away from Sharkula. It's my turn now to skip Sharkula and talk about something really, really, really important, and that is Patreon. I am mad at you, Gerard. But looking to be a part of a community while getting dished Halloween horror and haunt industry happenings, well, you're in luck. Word on the street is that Yep, That's Scary now has Patreon, accepting like-minded individuals to engage, participate, and have a little fun within our new horror family. Get exclusive content, merch, and messages from the cast. Yes, I want to send you a message. I'm going to slide into those DMs and give you a little scary, scary story. Be invited to some of the exclusive members only events, notable horror events, and sign up. So, if you want all of that, sign up to be and become a Patreon member today. Woo! And do not watch. No, I'm not going. Okay, so now it's look. Okay, this is Y'all I'm Dead, where all the hosts bring 3 Halloween horror driven and funny memes in hopes to make the other hosts laugh. Are you ready, guys, to play? It's gonna get good. Here is Y'all I'm Dead.
Y'all, I'm dead.
All right, Cat, bring the funny.
Y'all, I'm dead. Me takes the spider web down with the broom. Me hangs up a fake spider web for Halloween. The spider. You should have brought up that damn trailer. That would have been whatever.
First of all, look at the spider. He had his hands on his hip. I know you did. You gonna put it. That's funny.
Stop it.
Y'all, I'm dead. Run, boys, run.
I love it. He take it off too. He's a runner. I love. Hey, don't you love the runners?
He's a runner. He's a track star.
Don't you love the runners?
Oh, I love them. Yeah. I will chase them like this.
All right, y'all. I'm dead. Boo buckets. I got one. Then a real boo bucket in a haunt.
Ew. Stop it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boo boo.
Is that in your bedroom?
Shut up.
Y'all, I'm dead. Need help teaching your teen the danger of premarital sex? Camp Crystal Lake now. That's 1-800-Cockblocker.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah. I like that one.
You swinging on that one. Let's go.
That's good. Let's go. Y'all, I'm dead. The fashionable outfit at Target, looking at myself in the fitting room mirror.
Nice.
It looks the same too. Wow. Little I can't believe they sell that at Target. Like, that's a Halloween costume. I'll buy a whole bunch of those.
Cannibal Lecter.
Hell yeah.
Right? Y'all, I'm dead. Don't do it. This is how horror movies begin.
Hell yeah. No sex. Y'all, I'm dead. My mom said she didn't like my friends. I told her that's okay. Just push them aside and eat the vegetables. Eh. Oh,
Y'all, I'm dead. You go do this. Got heels on.
She
thing scares me.
look. First of all, the leprechaun do have a big dunk. She got a big dunk. They're wearing the same heels.
She's one of the girls I watch on Love and Hip Hop.
One can twerk. One can twerk. One can skip.
MTV.
Yep.
Y'all, I'm dead. Rob Zombie's A Nightmare on Elm Street. Look at the face. You look every movie he uses his wife. There she goes.
His wife's and everything.
Yeah, now look at her face.
Beautiful
Look
woman.
at her face. Look at her face. She's in there. She plays Freddy.
I see it.
Shut up.
And that's y'all. I'm dead. Look, you guys. If you guys want to laugh too, for the ones that's listening on the podcast, and you want to laugh, check out y'all. I'm dead on YouTube channel. What we do is we have playlists. You can go to our YouTube channel right now and click on y'all. I'm dead and watch all the memes to laugh with us. So check it out. So guys, listen. I know our next guest is coming in soon, and I'm so excited to have him in. But let's talk, since Halloween is literally around the corner. Let's talk Halloween costumes. So one of the best things about Halloween is the fact that you can dress up as a creepy character or your favorite pop fiction or non-fictional character. So what I did was ask the co-host to find me 3 pictures of people wearing their best Halloween costumes, giving the original character a run for their money. Y'all, who wore it better? Let's go.
Oh no.
Let's do it. Woohoo! All right, who wore it better? Y'all just let me know who wore it better. Is it the original or is it the person that put it on their costumes? Here we go. Let's see it. Oh,
that's cute. I like that.
This is cute.
The remake. I like the remake. I like it.
I love the remake too because her face features.
I think she wore it better.
She wore it better.
She got the glasses, and you know what? I bet you $5 that this is what she dressed like. She has her hair like this, and someone said, "You look like Arthur," and she just said, "All right, that's what I'm gonna be." She literally just put her face like this one would be Halloween. Because when you get that age, sometimes you don't put so much energy into Halloween, but you want to participate, like at work. I think she's a teacher at school, and she's like, "Let me just dress up," and then that was her Arthur, costume. But yeah, she wins on that one.
She
but that's
love
cool.
I like it.
That's the new Arthur, by the way. But that's the puppet. I think they're revising the show and bringing it back, and he's coming back as a puppet. So that's pretty cool. But she looks just like the puppet. Oh heck no!
Original all day.
Listen, he got the bra from his girlfriend. It was like, I got the best costume for this year.
That is not a bra. That is an over-the-shoulder boulder holder.
The original wore it better.
That was a good one.
That is not a bra.
What did you say, Kat?
I said, that's not a bra. That is an over-the-shoulder boulder holder. What the fuck is up with the way that it's shaped? What's happening right now?
Are
the boobs square? Those are old bra right there.
It's squarish. I mean, look, boobs take...
You got cylinder tits.
You guys are stupid. So who wore it better? Is it original or
the
is
original?
it
The original.
Okay, the original. All right.
The original.
Oh,
hey, girl.
Hey.
I like the remake.
I like the remake
too.
First of all, the colors pop. Her makeup is on point. First of all, let me just say this. Remember when Marge Simpson will go take a bath and her big tall hair would come down and be wet and she'd be looking so sexy? I'm like, yo, like, why did that make that Marge Simpson? And then and then she would dry it, her hair would poof back up. So I remember when they actually gave her a style like this, and it was awesome, and I liked it. And to see someone else do it, especially of color, do it, it's just so sexy. And I love the remake, straight up. Remake wins. What's next, guys?
Oh, I love the remake.
And with the hype of Hocus Pocus 2 coming back, this is the remake win this one too. I like it. Look at the girl, the eyes. They're really doing their thing. And I just want to say this. I want to say this because And oh my gosh! First of all, Brent, do you have the picture? First, I want to say this. I'm not. I'm going to segue into this after this segment, but I want to bring back Stephen Cardona, and I'm trying to find the picture, his picture. If you have his picture of it when he's in costume, send it to me. But with the hype of Hocus Pocus 2 happening,
Of it.
just send it. Just send it.
God, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, I know it's a long time ago. I'm trying to see if I have it on my desktop. I can't find it, but I know it's somewhere out here. But I want to show his costume. But anyways, with the hype of Hocus Pocus 2 coming out, the kids. I just want to make a statement. The kids in the beginning killed Hocus Pocus 2. Do you hear me?
Dude, yes.
They were so good. I don't know if you watched it, Cap, but they were so freaking good. I enjoyed them, and they played the Sanders sisters in their early form very well. Their mannerisms was on point. I loved it, and so this picture is giving me all of that. And so I would say
love it.
the remake was great. They win that one.
I'm gonna say this. Go
What?
back. Go back.
Go ahead.
I love the kids. They did an awesome job, but the Sanders sisters, they wore it because they wear it. That's original. I love the kids. They did an awesome job, but I'm about to say the Sanderson sisters.
Go ahead, kiss up to them. Go ahead, kiss up to the sisters. Go ahead and kiss up to the sisters. So the next one is Gabrielle and her baby.
Whoa.
Oh, look at her.
Who wore it better?
Look
I don't know.
So cute.
I don't know. Is this a tie?
It's a tie.
They both wore it good.
Yeah, because you cannot diss,
Gabrielle Union.
Gabrielle, and her thirst traps be on point. Boy, be on point. And her baby is just following suit. I mean, not as thirst traps. I think I said that the wrong way. But anyway.
You sure did.
Tie. It's a tie.
Rewind.
Oh my God.
Oh, what? Yes.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
Which one wins this one? Remake all the way. The kids.
Remake.
Yeah, that's very clever.
That is fucking amazing. I like the remake.
First of all, let me just say this: the remake is cute. It's adorable. I hope he doesn't know.
It's not adorable. That is not adorable. I don't care.
Listen, when Brit
by the way, that's a real drill. The real bit.
Yeah, it's a real drill.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
Real drills. It seems like he's like 11 or 12. But let me just say this: when this was sent to me by Brent, I literally was like, Brent, why are you sending me your baby pictures when you work at a hot house? And when did you get blonde hair? Boy, I don't want to see this.
That's me, dude, for real.
But it looked like you. It totally favors you. But this is not Brent. This is a kid that decided to do.
Nah, it looks like me. It looks nothing like me.
He decided to wear Jeffrey Dahmer for Halloween for this year with all the hype. And so I compared the actor to him, not the real person to him, because I don't want to do that. But the actor to him, and they kind of favor each other, yeah? So who is this? Remake?
He wore it better.
He wore it better? Remake? All right.
Remake.
All right, cool.
Kind of spooky.
Yeah.
Oh, this is...
what?
Oh.
This is clever.
That was clever. Very clever.
They totally took the Beetlejuice and rocked that one.
Did.
Down below, you see that that's the original from the movie. Up on the top are the ones that... This is not even cosplay. This is straight up just trick or treat Halloween at a party. And
they did their thing.
Yeah, remake one of that one. You can see her face in it. You see her face? She looks...
Oh, yeah. You can barely see her. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Remake
totally.
on that one.
I'll see her.
You're lying right now. Leave them alone.
It's not a costume. First of all, it's not a costume. So whoever put this in...
That's not a costume. That's a damn
that
show.
cat made it so annoying.
Listen, you got the Real World of the OC. Real Housewives of the OC.
Beverly Hills. No, that's Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills. Sorry, my bad. And then you got the clip from
Halloween
Ends. This is funny. This is not. This is not a remake. They don't have costumes, but this is hilarious that they want to remake the clip to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Shut up.
So it's funny, but no, this is disqualified. All right, what's next?
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you.
Brent, you
Fuck
win!
you.
Brent, you win on that one. And that's the end of Who
You
Wore It Better.
suck. You suck. I knew you would throw
Brent,
something in
he
there.
got you. That's fucked up.
I knew you would throw something in there. You getting it. Oh, okay.
Oh,
we bringing
you
the
better
heat.
get
We
his
bringing the
ass.
heat. We bring.
Bring the heat, baby. Bring it.
You never know.
Yeah.
Listen,
Get him, Brent, get him. Get him back.
Listen, I am the prank war champion.
That was good.
You
That
never
was
Don't
good.
go out, Brent, like that. Don't go out
That
like
was
that.
good.
Don't let Willie win.
Prank
Nope.
champion.
I'm not. Next week.
It's on.
Next week he will have it. Next week you will have it. It's on.
Bring it, Brent. Bring it. Look, I am a prank war champion. And let me tell you, if you come for me, don't come for me unless I send for you. And if you come for me,
you need to relax.
I will get you 10 times harder. So don't come for me.
You just got me 10 times harder.
Listen.
Here we go.
Don't go there.
That was good though. I appreciate your work.
Because you look just like
that was
up
good.
there with
So
that
let's shut out.
carry it all. And then did you see the
I'm done.
just
No.
bring it back. Did you see the happy trail? Did you see the happy trail?
Always
Y'all
talking
suck,
shit.
dude. You suck.
It's the same. The toes are the same. Whatever.
Shut up. Leave Brent alone.
Get off
Listen,
there.
it's all fun and games here because we love each other. We're a big fat happy family. And Eric's family. Little dissing here and there. But yeah.
Your little scheme, your shit up your sleeve, you think it's funny until I get
You know it, buddy.
Get him back. Get him back.
And here's the thing is, Kat, I was so nonchalant. I was like, hey, Brent. I was like, hey, Brent. I said, by the way, and I said, by the way, I got you in the show, in the segment. Just take a look at it whenever you. So nonchalant.
Oh,
and the reason why I said that,
Facebook and got it. That's where he got it.
Hold on. Shh. I know. Duh. And so, listen, because I said so nonchalant to him, he took it as, oh, it's all good. And I'm like,
And
well,
didn't look at it?
He can't say that. Yeah, he can't say nothing because I warned him. He can't get mad because I warned him. And
Brent,
he
don't
never
take this man's
I'm so nonchalant.
Bullshit.
I played him like a fiddle. So, let me just say this.
That's
I'm so
all right.
excited that
was good though. That was good. I didn't see it coming. That was good. I liked it. Great laugh.
You didn't see it
It's all
coming,
gone. But
boo-boo.
next week, you got a better
Listen,
one. I got a better one.
Listen, Linda.
That was okay. It's okay. I'll give that a 3 out of 10.
He said a 3 out of 10.
That's a 3 out of 10.
Okay, the 3 out of 10. Okay, I got you. So let me just say,
don't be doing no more shit.
you're right. All right, it's 3 out of 10. I'm gonna make sure it's a 10 out of 10 next, buddy.
You tried.
He tried it.
You tried.
So look, I want to say this. We are, and for the first time ever, we are literally ahead of schedule, and I'm gonna keep going because our next guest is going to come in anytime soon. Let me get my screen back, and I want to apologize for being on schedule.
I didn't know church lasts that long.
This show is on schedule. No, he's in California, so we're working on.
Oh yeah.
So,
okay.
But anyways, I want to keep going though, and then because we can still because we have some time still in between. So, but that was real funny. That's not what I'm looking for. But as you guys know, Halloween is on us, and we got some great houses coming in. And speaking of decorating the house, we have one of the most epic home display homeowners on our show. Now, have you ever decorated a home for the Halloween season? To my co-host, have you guys?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
It was really cool. I like to dress up the house anyway. I did not do it this year. A lot's been going on, but not last year. I want to say it was 2018. We decorated our outside of our house. I'll have to send you pictures.
Yes.
But that was the same year that Jace put a little haunted house on in the garage out of nowhere, and the kids
really
were scared. And
so what happened?
They were dressed up like the Purge. The kids were. And they didn't scare. All they did was stand there. And we had people coming up. Old grown-ass men did not want to go in there. They were like, I ain't going in there. No. Yeah, Jace was chasing them down the street. And I was like, hey, we don't need no lawsuit. You can't be going off the...
Wait, did James help out with that one?
No, James was not there.
He was not there. Okay,
No, Jace did it all himself. He dressed up and everything. And he was chasing people down the block.
Good job, Jace.
Yeah, we did good.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that. It's so funny because Purge is like cool with the young kids. I'm like, why? I mean, it wasn't intended for it. But like my nephews and niece are dressing up as Purge this Christmas, so they got the whole Purge mask too. Go ahead, Brent.
You remember just really before I even started my acting and getting into haunts and stuff. Every year, my dad would ask me, "What do you want to do this Halloween?" I said, "Scare people." I never wanted to trick or treat, so every year we would decorate the house up and we would scare people. Down the road with a chainsaw in my hand, just chasing them around. That's when I started getting my chainsaw skills and scare acting going and my haunt going. And
yeah, and I do. And I want to say this.
Our home, so.
I want to say this for the people listening and the people watching. Please
look at that. What I just sent you.
Please bear with us because there is a lag in our show. We're still trying to fix it. Next week will be a better show because we're going to fix this lag. But yes, what Brent said on.
I apologize about that, guys.
Yeah, but you said that you would scare. You said that you would chase people around with the chainsaw.
Yes, and also we would decorate our house, and every year my dad would ask me, "Do I want trick or treat?" And I would say, "No, I want to scare people." So we would do a little haunted house, and I would chase people down the road and stuff. It was fun.
Nice. And then this was. This is.
That's Jace. That was the year that he set it up to scare.
Nice. I love the mask.
Nice. It was a face makeup. Face makeup.
It was a prosthetic.
It was a prosthetic bottom, and he did the rest.
I love it. That's so. I remember when I
saw from Shadow Effects for a minute.
You see them gloves, LaBilly?
Yes, I see the click clacks. You got the click clacks on.
Yep.
Look, it's like it's known. It's so known in the industry that or in the market. If you're in California and you're haunting or trying to haunt, you can learn how to do the click clack gloves, and then everyone and their mom has it on. They click clack all around. But I'm like, listen, it's not all about making noise. It's about scaring with them too, and we should do a segment on that on scaring with click clack gloves because that would be really cool. But yeah, that looks dope. Kudos to Jace for that. I decorate too. You guys see some of my stuff. I've been doing it for a very long time. I also did some did it as fundraisers and whatnot. And let me tell you, it gets crazy when you decorate because people are you get how should I say, you put something up and then you got your neighbors to deal with, then you got the home association to deal with if you're in one. And it just gets kind of crazy. Yeah, and so you gotta abide by the rules. But these homes we have picked out a few epic homes ourselves to check out. And so here are a few epic homes of cats.
You said O's.
Cat, I am multitasking because there's a lag and I'm doing everything.
Home,
so
not
homes, not homes.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways,
what are we doing?
Look at this.
Oh, look, that's beautiful.
Cat.
It's
this is not fair
for me.
I'm not talking to you anymore.
Okay, no, look, that's nice. That's
look at this epic home. This guy has put out the.
Oh yeah, that's badass.
Look at this. I mean, you got some mushrooms, you got pumpkins, you got.
Dude, look at them mushrooms you got out there.
I know.
That's funny that we all look at that.
Right? Look at the shrooms over there to the right.
Look at the shrooms.
But I love this. I love the house. I love the color schemes that they
Can we pick some from your yard?
They really shut up, Rick. They really put their best foot forward on this one.
Yes.
Look, I would love to live by a house like this. Because it's really
Yeah,
whimsical.
that's
They even
badass.
have the Trick or Treat Sam lollipop.
I'll be
on-
teammate with him and adding stuff to his house to mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you see the left side of the corner is that they had that little Sam Trick or Treat lollipop there. That's really cool.
Yep.
The razor. Oh, look
Oh
at
wow.
that is something cool. Now this
That is
will have the home association on your
Up
butt.
in roars, yeah.
Business, but you only got 30 days. And when you look at something like this, it's like, when did they have time to put this up? Because you only got 30 days. Some have like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I mean, each association
Well,
is
people
different.
start at the beginning of September and they leave it
Yes,
up
they
to
do.
you know.
Yes, they do. And what's so crazy about it, and this is why I love home displays and also home haunts, is because they will put it up and only run for a weekend or just one day. And for the loves to do that, I mean, it's they're dear to my heart. Let's look at oh my God! Now I remember this guy who did this one. This one
Get in
got
trouble?
he got in trouble because everyone thought it was a murder scene when he first put it up.
Yeah.
I mean, look, when you first do something like this, I don't know if this is like a duplex. You got another house.
Yeah, it looks like
That
a duplex.
dude actually got in trouble for real.
Yes,
The
because
cops came to his house.
it was so gruesome and realistic that they thought it was a murder scene. And he's like, "No, I just love Halloween."
Wow.
Look at this safe. Like the guy dropped from the ceiling, dropped the safe. He's very creative because he's storytelling in his display. He dropped the safe. He probably got stabbed by someone. Dropped the safe and landed on the guy's
Killed
head.
that guy,
He
yeah.
splattered. Right. Killed the guy. These are great kills within a house display. And I remember when this happened, you don't really see it because you see pumpkins, you see lights, you see inflatables. He went totally to the dark side on this one and got in trouble, but it still remains up there and he puts it up. So good for him.
cool.
Little freedom of speech, I guess. Right there, freedom of speech.
Something like that.
Look at this.
Oh wow, that's
This
pretty
one's badass. Giant skeleton grabbing the house and poking out of it.
Yes, this is a good one. This one.
The arm's got to be custom made.
Yeah. This one is great. And it has storytelling too. You have a on the roof, the first roof part, you have a skull of a skeleton coming out of it, and you see the shingles kind of lifting right there to the left of it. Then you have the arms coming out the house. One is holding the porch. This is really, really, really cool. Whoever did this, you get my kudo points and a salute to everything scary, because that's great. I love it. Oh my God! So let me just say this. So we were supposed to have Dave and Aubrey, which they are the ones who do the Stranger Things display. They were supposed to be on the show. They cannot make it on the show because they're killing it right now in the
Well, get off your phone.
They're killing. Well, I'm trying to find their message that they sent me so I could read.
Oh, okay.
But they're killing it, and they're just up late trying to fix things, bring things in, and they're amazing. I'm gonna play their video for you guys on their display. This is I took this because I knew that I didn't know if they were going to make it, but this is their a video of them talking about their display to Good Morning America. Check it out.
While we were watching the new season of Stranger Things, I was just laying on the couch and my wife is sitting across from me. I'm like, I believe we can do this whole set in pool noodles. Until Halloween's a little bit more in season, I don't want kids coming looking for how we're doing it. I want them to be like, wow. I want somebody's parent to show their kid and be like, look at Max is floating in this person's front yard, and that kid be like, holy cow. I don't want the mom to be like, this is also how they did it. There's magic in front of their face. Adults have no explanation, and that's not something you get much anymore. here's our daughter. And everybody goes, okay, so you're hanging your daughter. And we're like, no. We're like, it's Max from Stranger Things. And there's like Brooke in the air.
Floating. We have the grandfather clock, the house vines, we have the ground vines, we have the spire vines, our version of Chrissy. One more Stranger Things surprise that isn't necessarily done yet, but it is going to be done, and it will be awesome.
I'd say for the past 4 weeks, I put 9 hours a day in. So we're probably pushing, I don't know, 1,500 plus hours. What you see online is really what it looks like in person. Reaction and everybody involved in person has been fantastic. The world is a weird place right now, and we want to give people something to do, fun and exciting with their kids.
Yeah, so that's really awesome. I love that, and they have some great slides here. I mean, look at this display. They are killing it, and I know that they got in trouble with one of the neighbors, and that they were going to take it down.
Yes, they made him.
And the support from everyone, and them trending on all the social medias, TikTok, Instagram. A lot of people was like, "No, keep it up." And they get so many visitors coming in, flying in, and just standing out the front. Now, I believe there's cops there directing traffic. But let me see. They showed me a video. I was on the Instagram, and I was looking at stuff, and they had thousands of people showed up to their house. It's crazy. And all they ask is if everyone can respect their neighbors when you come see the display. We want everyone out. You could go in, and they have Killer Clowns display out there as well. And it's just so much fun, and they're just killing it, and they're trending. So that's really cool. But I want to say that there's a gentleman that is trending right now, and he is the founder of taking the attention and the spotlight and putting it on his house. Let me just say, Tom Beck George has been posting videos since 2007, and in years past has gained notoriety for his Christmas and Halloween displays. He also is a professional light show maker and owner of magical light shows, noted for his skills from the past. And he's been on Washington Post, Fox News, Good Morning America as well. His client base includes Christmas in the Park, Disneyland, Cartoon Network, and I literally, and he's in our industry, and I was like, yo, he totally is. He trends every time. He has over millions and millions of views. Everyone's been talking about him. He's been on TV shows, everything. Ladies and gentlemen, let's please join in. Tom George, trick or treat. What's going on, Tom? How are you?
How's it going?
Good. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much. Man. Thank you so much for coming in, for being a part of the show, for talking about your passion and your love. I know you're busy. You're a busy guy. You have so much to do, and your smile is infectious. When I look at your picture, when I look at this picture, I'm like, yo, look at the grin, look at the smile. He is cheese. You give me life and excitement and enjoyment. And when I saw this picture, I was like, I gotta meet this guy. You're awesome and an awesome creative as well. And I'm so glad to have you on the show. So what's going on?
Just got home from church.
Yes. I literally was like, okay, George's like, look, it's gonna be a tight schedule. I said, look, I only need a little bit of time with you, but I am so excited to have you and to talk about everything that you're doing. First of all, you've been doing displays for years now, and this was like a passion that became a profession.
Yes, this is our 10th year. It started in 2013, and it just started just for fun, and it kind of turned into the creature that it is now. I just saw videos on YouTube. I'm like, oh, I think I can do that, and I think I was a little bothered because the videos that I saw were somewhat are pretty are fairly connected to the music, but they weren't like really well connected to the music. I mean, and I come from a music background, so I used to be a director of a conservatory,
Oh wow.
and then
Okay.
so music's actually my foundation. Before that, I used to write music for film and television, and I was like, okay, how can I
What?
make this connected to it more? And then
Wow.
yeah, so I just kind of did it for fun, and then theme parks started reaching out saying, hey, can you do this for us too? I'm like, okay. So
Yeah.
And the thing is, I must say I've seen other displays as well, but yours is so too on target to the music, and it also moves, and you can have it gives you emotional stake. Can I say that? Like already the music already does it, but your lighting does too with it, and it transforms into many things. Were you a part of the Christmas lights battle competition?
oh, the light fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that. Although it's funny because we did that our first year after our. I'm sorry, technically it was our second year. We did 1 year at our house, and then they asked us to be on the show, and I'm like, I just started. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was really small. I'm still relatively small as far as actual display. Well, actually, maybe I take that back. I mean, the house we just moved into is a little bit bigger, so like it's a bigger display, but we compared to a lot of those people on the show, we're still small as far as I mean, some people put like millions of lights in their house, and I'm actually ironically somewhat of a minimalist. So
This one wowed the heck out of me. Now, I mean, look, you have drones and you have elements on the house. This one was a big feat. When did you say? Like, I mean, it goes beyond your grass and your borderline of your property. It's up in the air this time.
oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
True, yeah. It's within our property as far as where we were, but yeah, we avoided Class A airspace. That's why we did everything at 400 feet and below. I mean, we
Gotcha.
had FAA clearance to do our show. We don't do things illegally. We do it all through the proper channels, and they know about us and they know about our show, but we don't do it. But once you go above 400 feet, you have to go into a whole nother sort of permitting process that it can take like 90 days just to get,
Wow.
and we didn't want to deal with all that. So we just kept, 400 feet is plenty. So,
Right. So I know you probably
How
get
did it
here.
feel for Metallica to share you out?
it's cool. It's
How did it feel for?
It's honestly, like we shoot for that. It's it's actually kind of like on our radar. So Metallica actually shared our video last time too when we did Enter Sandman a couple years ago, and actually we pride ourselves on doing our project so well that the artists actually do reach out. I think in the past couple of years, The Weeknd liked our stuff. Let's see
Yeah.
here. I'm
Wow.
looking on just people. Trans-Siberian Orchestra reached out. Straight No Chaser reached out. Disney reached out. The Michael Jackson estate reached out. Actually, that was a funny one because
Oh
he
wow.
called me and it's like, normally we sue people like you, but we love you. We think Mike would have loved you too. And Metallica reached out a couple years ago. Elon Musk reached out last year when I did. I started programming Tesla vehicles for fun too. But no, we actually kind of pride ourselves in the fact that if we do everything like to the T, the music artists will like hey, that was cool. Like this isn't just some random guy like making it go to the beat. They actually understand all the notes involved. I know when we did Star Wars, the London Symphony Orchestra reached out, and they're like, next time we perform this, we want you to do a light show for us.
So have you seen a lot of your work come from the displays being an example, or not just only a display for your house and for your passion, but also help you with the sale of connecting with all these other organizations and institutions?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we do it for fun and we do it for passion, but people say like, "Hey, that was cool. How'd you do that? Can you do it for us?" So we already have a. Unfortunately, we have a lot of NDA work, so I can't tell you all the cool stuff we did. That was
That's okay.
non-disclosure agreements.
Right.
For people who aren't into that. We have one that is temporarily NDA, but once it launches, they don't mind us talking about it.
Nice. Now I know you worked with the mouse, and I know we don't want to talk about what the job was, but how was that process? like working with Disneyland?
Easy.
Easy? That's
Yeah,
good. That's so
yeah.
good.
But I can't really talk about that too much. But yeah.
Right. Look at this. Now,
Wow.
first of all, I want to say this. I
Picture is
love,
badass. I'm a big Metallica. That's crazy. You got shared out by them. That's so awesome.
yeah,
Thank you.
that I'm a big home display type of guy. I love it. I'm a big cheerleader of it. I remember, I don't know if you guys know this, but Candy Cane Lane in San Diego. I know you're from California. I don't know what part of California. I don't know if you're Southern California or Northern.
No.
Okay, but this place called Candy Cane Lane. Oh my gosh, I would go there every Christmas and see, and there would be this huge block or multiple blocks covered in Christmas lights, covered in the old Christmas lights with the big bulbs and everything. And it would be really cool and really exciting to check out. And I loved it. And I would go. It would be a tradition for my family. Have you seen that with your displays where people now you have a following and people will follow? Because this is a new location, right? Where your home is. Have you seen people would travel with you and be like, we want to see your display?
Yeah, it's actually somewhat of a problem. I mean, maybe problem is the wrong word. So we knew by moving out here, we actually went from a public display to more of a private display. So we don't have like nightly light shows open to the public like we used to because we knew by going out here it would be too much of a draw. We have people flying in from across the country. I don't think anyone came internationally just for our house, but do people fly from the East Coast just to see our house? And we would have
Wow.
people a lot of people drive far ways. And it's interesting because like I said, we're not. I mean, even if I'm glad you're putting this picture up, right? It's not actually a lot. I mean, what you're looking at is not really. I mean, what is it like? 16 props on the lawn, maybe.
Yeah, I'm like trying to count it. It's like, if
15
you
snowflakes.
and you're right,
there's a
you
lot of
have this
stuff.
minimalistic feel, Oh
Yeah,
wow,
it's
look
not
at
a
that.
lot. That's
That's a lot
Metallica
of
right
lights.
there.
God, that's cool.
You guys, when I say he shines a light and he puts a spotlight on his house, this is cool. I love the gravestones, I love the spiders, and I love the beams of light on the top of the house. This looks so dope. How was this like for you in planning and programming?
Again, it's actually relatively easy. So you'll notice I use a lot of certain numbers. Like, so for example, there's 8 beams on the roof. There's, 8 tombstones, and there's 8 bats. The bats aren't in this picture right here. And it's because it's just a musical octave. So it's easier to represent the music. Well, I like to give each notes different pitches, or each each bat a different pitch, each tombstone a different pitch. I think the reason why the music artists appreciate it is because they can tell that we're and anyone who works for me, they have to be musicians as well.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
so we
Wow.
actually we go note for all the songs, and that way, wait a second, this guy plays guitar. I remember when this picture you have right here is actually Enter Sandman.
Wow.
And this is, I think, the first time Metallica shared our work, because I for their guitar solo, I mean I know piano, I know guitar, I know drums, I know the basic I basically have to know almost all the instruments in the orchestra because I used to compose and conduct for the orchestra.
Right.
So I would just play it on guitar, and then I would take the fretwork and I would move it onto the spiders, so it actually kind of showed it. And I think they kind of wait a second, this guy actually knows how to play our stuff. Isn't that just So it's actually kind of easy. I assign every single prop a pitch, if you will.
Right.
And when I hear music, I see colors. So I just
You are a genius. You are a genius, Tom. I'm listening to you and I get it, right? And for you just no, each note, and there could be plenty of notes in a song, but has its own color and a representation, and then you put it with an element. You guys, that's hard work. It takes time to do it. How do you find the time with family and work? How do you find the time to do that?
Well, before, my toddler is only 2 years old. Before he was born, it was easier, right? Yesterday, we actually just celebrated his birthday party. We had a light show for everyone.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday.
And I don't know what you can see. Here you can see it's all blinded by the light. But that's our front yard over there, and that's where we had 100 people outside watching the light show for the first time as a semi-public light show. But But now, actually, it's kind of funny. Ironically, I just got a text message from a daycare person, daycare help. So I work from home, right? This is like my home office.
Okay.
In order to find the time, I take him, Monday through Friday, like 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. so I can actually program. I treat this just like a normal job. I have also a team of fantastic employees. Like when I first started, it was just me by myself. And every year I just kind of add a person. We don't have a huge team. I want to say there's maybe like 7 or 8 people that work for me. Like I have one artist, I have 3 programmers, I have one installer, I have one general laborer. Um, and I apologize if I'm leaving out a couple people. So everyone has a very specific role, and we kind of create like if you will, um, it's just a simple process. Like, so for example, off the sequence you just saw, or the one that's currently going viral, I'll have,
Yes.
hey, I have one person like, hey, can you go work on the lyrics, just to this, get it ready for importing. I'll ask one person like, hey, can you, like I have one of my great employees, Steve. He he was also a music teacher, so he really knows his stuff. And I'm like,
Right.
hey, can you assign every single time there's a snare, please assign it to the spiders. Every time there's a kick drum, please assign it to the large spider. And then him and I will talk over a color palette. Well, I might say, okay, well, this is Halloween. So it's interesting because sometimes I'll see different colors, but I don't use those colors because if it's Halloween, we're not going to do a lot of, I don't know, just red, green, and white, which would feel like Christmas. The red's okay, but we have to kind of be careful of like what color schemes to use. We're like, okay, every single time we have an E minor, let's just use red. And every single time we have a dominant chord or a B, let's go to blue, and let's use white for an 8, whatever. And we have to chart out how we're going to approach a song, and then that's why I say it's easy, because instead of it being like an additive process, it's a deductive process. So I
Right.
remember when I used to do film a long time ago, it can be overwhelming. Like, wait, how do I write a soundtrack for a movie? So it's actually a deductive process, easier than you think. Well, it's not this, it's not this, it's not this, it's not this. And you keep on talking about what it's not. Before you know it, you just created a box of parameters. Like, so for example, you're making, it's Halloween. If you're making a horror film, it's not going to be super happy unless you're trying to make it like comedic, like, but otherwise, it's going to be like, it's going to be darker. It's probably more minor, probably more dissonance. It's probably
Right.
certain sounds that. So before you know it, then you create all these parameters, and they're like, oh, well, now it has to be programmed this way, and there's no other way that's going to work. And before you know it, we have an almost completed, song, and then we go in there and we like start breaking our own rules. We'll say, okay, we know we had it always, red and white for the E minor, but now we're going to purposely just shock. We're going to create a different color here. Or normally the spiders do this, but to create a shock, we're going to turn off everything, and we're going to use a whole house and do an effect to kind of like, when something gets big, blow your mind sort of thing. So
And
we
you
our rules, then we create it, then we break our rules to make it more exciting.
use elements in a concert, okay, to grab the attention. I mean, you're blinding people at moments, and with the beats and everything like that, and so it becomes a show. So, like for instance, when you're building a show for a client, how's that process like?
Well, it depends. I mean, we have different kind of clients. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hear a second question too? My bad.
No. How's it like to build a light show for a client? Because let me tell you, it is such a good. I produce shows, I produce live events, and I think I reached out to your company at one point, like, hey guys, I'm interested in doing a light show display, because it's so simple yet effective to grab someone's attention and give a break to your actors, and then you're seeing a lot of these shows coming into the Halloween form. I mean, yes, it started in Christmas, but you see the trend kind of moving into the Halloween form, and these elements of spiders and bats being created for Halloween. So what is your process like when developing a light show?
Well, most of the time, the light show starts with a place. They usually don't start a light show with like, hey, most of the time it's like, hey, we have a building. Hey, we have a drive-through. Hey, we have there's usually a foundational place. Like, so speaking of Halloween, right? Like we did a couple of corn mazes, or like pumpkin patches this year, and we started with one of them recently was a barn, and like, hey, I got a barn. What can we do with this? So you start with a building usually, and then one of my biggest rules is you embrace the architecture of the building. Even though there might be a lot of pixels that we use, you'll never. I don't want it to look like a giant TV screen because it doesn't look like a light show anymore. It just looks like like a bad Nintendo like graphic or
Right,
something.
and
No
one
one wants
dimension. Yeah.
Instead, the reason why it's cool, the reason why it has its charm is because it feels like the building is coming alive, not that we're just looking at, a video. So we'll start with the architecture of the building. We'll embrace the architecture. We're going to do all the foundational elements. We're going to do outlines. We'll do windows. We'll do like arches, whatever that's there. And then depending on, if there is it a festive thing, is it permanent lighting? If it's permanent lighting, we're going to use like metal. If it's like, temporary lighting, we might use like plastic materials, things that might be a little bit cheaper. Obviously, we work with the budgets of the client as well too, and then we kind of create something. It's like most of the time when we have a building and we have a holiday, like hey, I want a Christmas show. Well, we have so many parameters before we know it. The design's kind of like obvious. We also like there's a good thing about symmetry, but not perfect symmetry. Otherwise, it kind of loses a character. Like if we have a building that looks like I remember one time we did a church that was a giant rectangle, and it looked awful if we just embraced the architecture. So we did the architecture, but then we just like started getting like let's say snowflakes, but instead of just being like with the building, we created like this S curve that was smaller on one side, bigger on another one. It kind of looked like almost like a musical staff the way it like wrapped. So
That's dope. Yeah.
So you're creating something that wasn't there, but it still feels like it's the building coming alive versus. I think, again, one of the mistakes that a lot of people make, and it's more often engineers that make it, not so much artists, where they just they think the more is better, and they think the more lights they have, the better it's going to look. And then they're confused. I'm like, hey, why, we have 10 times more lights than these guys. Why aren't our videos doing well? Because it's not making an impact in people, and they're kind of missing that. It's charming because, hey, those are Christmas lights. Hey, that's Halloween decor. Like, what the heck is going on? But one thing you have to be careful of is, like I'm holding an iPhone, right? I'm guessing there's at least 4 million pixels in this iPhone. And if you try to compete with just sheer number of pixels, you're never gonna win. It's not about how many lights you have. It's about that emotional connection. And sometimes you can make an emotional connection with like 5 bulbs if you just turn them on at the right time. So
Have you seen that technology has played a big key in your growth or telling stories? Because now you see the LED. Well, now kids can get LED everywhere, right? But now you can see that LED has now taken a more of a flexible form, right? From plastic and even doing 3D printing on them now. And you could see like you could bend them and make them into these shapes that you were talking about. Has it been a big role for you to step it up your game, I would say, in creating some awesome displays?
Yeah, when we first started, again, which is not that long ago, to be fair, the software we were using was mostly about turning off and on an individual light. Literally, we would have like a whole bunch of lights, and I would have to turn on this light, and I would literally have to program every single bulb individually. And it was very difficult. You can do some copy and pasting, but like it was very convoluted and it was difficult to use. As almost everything moved on to pixels, which is just the type of lights where you can control any color you want, so every bulb is individually controlled. The software has come a long way too, so we're not spending as much time having to program some basic some basic elements. We're spending more time like furthering the technology, furthering what we can do. So it's not like, okay, now technology made it easier, so we're just trying to hit the minimum. Like, so now we try to spend on average maybe 40 to 80 hours per song that we do on the lower level programming. So that doesn't include drone technology, doesn't include projection mapping or other kind of technologies, but just on the lighting elements, right? We might spend 40 to 80 hours to a song. But so how can we use this time? There's in every single project, there becomes a point of diminishing returns. So with technology like making it easier to program, we can say, okay, now how can we incorporate projection now? How can we as you recently saw, do a different technology? There's drones out there. Okay, well drones are cool, but they're kind of boring in between. Because I'm not ripping on drones, but if you're familiar, if you've ever seen a drone show in person, or if you watch them online, almost all the videos of a drone show you'll see online
right
are sped up, sometimes 300, 400%. Because in reality, they're moving. I mean, they're moving 20, 30 miles an hour, but when you're traveling hundreds of feet, it still takes a minute, and it might take them like 20, 30 seconds to get from one image to another image. I'm like, okay, well, so we have these drones, but combining it with the light show, we can make it like super exciting. And then when the drone image appears, it's like, whoa, that's
It's just
insane.
yeah.
And then it starts doing something else. Like, what's going on? And
That's
then while
cool.
you're trying to figure out what's going on, your mind's like wrapped up by the beam work, and then your mind's wrapped up by, let's say a talking pumpkin or a singing pumpkin.
When I see your display, it was a mind blown, and your reveals were epic. You would have our attention down below, and then you would do this reveal up top, and we're like, it will expand. And you say 400 feet, like 400 feet is tall to me if I'm sitting here at the bottom. And I wish I was there. Like, you guys did a great job recording it, but I wish I was there. I want to go to your house, Tom, and I will cook you some food, but just let me see the show. Like, let me be there, because I love a good reveal. And it seems like that's the money shot, and you have so many things that's happening and so much storytelling that you're kicking butt and in home display. I'm sorry. Look, this show is about trending, and you are the ultimate trender in all of this. I mean, from doing Christmas and Halloween. What are you doing for Christmas? How are you going to top this for Christmas?
We have ways. I have 2 or 3 more technologies that I purposely haven't showed my hand, because I want to make sure that every single show we do
is
has
different.
some type of growth, right? So, like,
yes,
because unfortunately, it's weird, and this is a contradicting statement, but the expectation that we have given out now is that people expect us to break expectations, to exceed expectations. So I know it's contradicting, but so the irony is, if I have a show that's 10% better, people will probably be like, eh. But people expect us to be, let's say, 25% better. We'll make up at some type of number every single year, right? So, and that's just, and if we get 25% better, people just say, okay, they met expectations, and they're almost bored. So in order to actually truly see the increased expectations, we have to kind of blow what I consider the ceiling off with every single technology implementation. So with the drones, we knew, okay, we're just going to add drones, and of course, in order to pull that off, I had to move out here into the country where we have like the drones. We have 20 acres surrounding us, so we were able to use that land to launch the drones. Where before my old neighborhood, you can never get drones launching out of a cul-de-sac.
it was so cool seeing that. Now, tell me this, because I got 2 more questions for you, but I want to say this one question. I have to say this. What is it like when you do your displays and then the neighbor sees it? You must have had some haters saying, "You're blinding me while I'm taking I'm in a tub and I see lights and beams and concerts." Did you have some haters kind of?
Well, I had one once. Accidentally, when I first incorporated beams, I accidentally hit his house. But then I talked, most of the time there's some people out there, and I don't want to discount people who are unhappy no matter what you do,
right?
But they were unhappy before you also. So I try not to pay attention too much to the people who they were unhappy in before we ever did anything. But that being said, I'm extremely protective of our neighbors. I don't agree with some of the enthusiasts in this hobby who do this at the expense of the neighborhood. I think it should be for the neighborhood, and for the neighborhood means you actually talk with the neighbors. Okay, what schedule works for you? How can we keep this not being a nuisance? How can we be a blessing to the community, not a curse, not overwhelming? Like, if I was a neighbor and it took me 45 minutes or a half an hour, even 10 minutes longer to get to my house with traffic, I'd probably be annoyed, right? It might be neat the first time, but so what we did was, all of our shows, we would hire traffic control, and we would make sure, and then we would actually block off the roads that lead up to the house, so that only residents and their guests that they're having can go drive in and out. And what this allowed them to do is they actually did not have a delay more than maybe a few seconds. So that way they might wait 5 seconds longer, 10 seconds longer to get to their house, not a half an hour longer, not an hour longer. And then that if they're inside their house, they shouldn't be hearing the music that's going on. They should be able to do whatever they want. We don't run nightly shows. We actually just did like Friday, Saturday, Sunday from like 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. 8 p.m. is done. It's over. And Halloween we had to do it a little bit later. I think 7 to 9 p.m. only because it wasn't dark enough early. But like 2 hours, that's it. That's enough. Out here, when we moved out here, we actually don't have the public shows because we're aware that we're so big and the show, especially with drones, and the drones are so like over the top. We know we would have, like, I mean,
Traffic
sometimes we would
all
get
too.
3,000 people a night on just a simple light show. Out here,
Wow.
we hit 10,000, 20,000 people a night, and that would create, an absolute nightmare for people. So we were not really interested in doing that. So I kind of treat it like the movie experience, right? When you
Right.
watch a movie, it's not like you're there in person, but you still really enjoy it. I love the Avengers movies, for example, right? But I'm not expecting to see like the Avengers active in front of me in person. It's cool what they can do with a movie and movie budget. And in a way, I think we're kind of moving towards, we're mostly towards the online environment. That way
Right.
people, and they get to appreciate some money shots that you can never do in person, like flying a drone through the drones, like, right?
Yes.
You wouldn't get that angle.
No.
Pull off things that you normally couldn't pull off. And then, we still have some private light shows. Like we have a private light show for a fundraiser. Like I always believe in raising money for either local shelters or local arts. We recently did a fundraiser for music and art and for students in the Stockton area, and everyone who participated in the fundraiser, we're giving them a private light show.
Beautiful.
See it, so we do, we do things for, like, to be blunt, I hate saying this, but like for sick kids and people who might have some distressing circumstances, you're right. But if I open up to the general public and I just have, like, announce like these dates, we would make this country lifestyle and this calm lifestyle an absolute chaos for the neighborhood, and we have no interest in doing that. We don't want to punish people around us. We want to be a blessing to our community.
Right. So just so you know, your light show is invite only, and that's it. And you could catch it on YouTube. Talk a little bit about your business, Magical Lights.
Yeah, Magical
Light shows. Yes.
Well, I mean, it started out with just, as you know, like just our house. Now we have about 5,000 and some change houses that use our programming. I don't have to micromanage any of those. We don't do residential installs, but a lot of people use our programming. And actually, one of the things that we pride ourselves on is when our customers get viral using our sequences. I won't say who they are because I like them. I think there's a lot of pride that goes into the work, and they're obviously participating in the process too. So I won't say who they are, but a few of our customers every year go viral as well. And that's what we want. We want them to be like, hey, look what I did. Check out my house. But then the gist of it is mostly the commercial buildings. We oversee about 30 large installations a year. And then we usually do like 3 or 4, like we get commissioned. Like last year that I can talk about, we got Cartoon Network hired us to do like some stuff for them. Right now we're working on a video game, and I won't say who. We're working on a video game, and they're paying us to do like a show for them. And it's just, honestly, it's fun. And the truth is we actually only take about 5% of the customer requests we get. We, which is a good position to be in. Like, we could make more money and we could be bigger, but then we'd have a lot less fun. So right now we just take projects that intrigues us.
Right.
Good.
Right.
Good for you.
That's awesome. Well, let me just say thank you so much for being on the show. I had a blast with you. Thank you for the time. Let me with you.
Keep doing amazing things.
Yes, listen to you speak. I want to say you have a heart of gold, and you're a giver, and I thank God for that because we need more of that. But you do things in the spirit of excellence, and that is awesome too. And I noticed that, I acknowledge that, and I'm so happy to spend some time with you. Thank you for being on the show, Tom. It's great. I want to hit you up again. I want to do some work with you in the future. I'm going to save my coins because I know it's going to get expensive for me for this late show and these drone shows. But I want to work with you on a project. So thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy.
Thank
Have
you
a
so
wonderful
much.
Sunday. All right, bye.
That's awesome! Woo! I'm so excited that we got a chance to talk to him. I'm so excited that my computer is freaking out as well. But he's busy. He's a busy guy. This is his busiest season, and I'm so excited that we are able to take time with these people and to talk. I know it's busy for them, but take it away, Kat.
Okay. So, Fear Expo is back March 23rd through the 26th in Owensburg, Kentucky Convention Center. Fear Expo is live. It's the newest national haunted attraction industry trade show bringing together haunters and vendors. They are dedicated to connecting attraction owners with the latest products and services from the industry, leading vendors early in the year and ensure products are delivered on time, ahead of the schedule, and at some point of the best prices.
Yes, and so Thank you for that. Let me join you. Thank you for that, Kat. I appreciate you saying that because Fear Expo is going to be a dear sponsor for that. I don't know why the slide went away, but I'm just going to share this out. Fear Expo is coming up on Kentucky, March 23rd through the 26th. Please go to fearexpo.com for more tickets on that. And I just want to say, look, I had so much fun. Thank you so much, Tom, George, and our creepy creative Darren for coming out to the show. We had a blast with you guys. We got an exciting show for next week coming up. Look, I
I
want
have
to thank.
something to say before we go.
Go ahead, say it.
I'm so sorry. So, last week, the girl, Savannah, was right up coming home, and they said that they're having a haunted house at the high school, and that they're putting it on. And I'm like, look at her. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, they were teaching us how to scare today. I said, what? She said, doing all this stuff. I'm so excited. So I reached out to the teacher, Robin Felix, and she reached back out and she said, oh my God, I sent her videos, pictures of you guys. And she's like, call me. I would love to have you come in video. So I'm going to do that this week and have it on the show.
Nice. Please, get it ready for us for next week. And what's her name again? What's the teacher's name?
Robin Felix.
That's
Robin
awesome.
Felix at River Springs.
I know a Robin Felix. You know that?
Yeah, from Temecula Student Center in River Springs,
No, I know a Robin Felix. Ask her if she did Christian Youth Theater, CYT. If she did CYT, tell her Willie Mae says hi. If it's the same Robin Felix, okay?
I will reach out to her today. Yeah.
Yeah, but yes, thank you for doing that. And I love a good haunt, especially a good with the school to fundraise. I mean, I did that myself. But thank you guys for joining me today on this show, and Brett for holding it down the production part. I also want to thank you at home for listening to the podcast for your and for your love and support on us. Please sign up on the podcast. Also, I want to say this: we didn't talk about our watch party, but we do have a watch party coming up on Monday. Tomorrow, it's with the bridge. I don't have it in front of me, but it's the bridge or something of curse, blah, blah, blah. Look it up on our website. Please participate with us on the show. You can find us at YupThatsScary. Here's our website. Check it out. And then here's our Patreon. Please be a Patreon guest. And then if you want to do our watch parties, there you go.
I'm done.
But thank you for the love and support and tuning in. We really do appreciate it. Please remember to follow, like, subscribe, and share our social media accounts so we can continue to engage while building our horror family together. Until next time, guys, stay safe.